Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Renaissance Tarot. Welcome back to the channel and the community where we celebrate your Renaissance, your new beginnings. My name is Arman, and I welcome you into this space. In this reading today, dear all signs, I will be doing a reading about what happened between you and your ex-partner. So one of the reasons why I actually decided to do this reading is because I was picking up energetically that even though we are in 2025 today, there is this feeling of some people still reminiscing and thinking about their ex-partner. Maybe they're wishing that things would have worked out differently. Maybe there is some sort of a regret. Of course, there should be some kind of a regret or resentment that we, may need to really look at and then let go of. And I'm gonna basically do a 7-card spread. And what I'm gonna be doing is I have my notes right here. I've written down the important questions that I really need to look at. Is basically, as I was writing down, it's about, how can we let go of any lingering emotions and attachments about this person? And also, what are the lessons that we learned from this experience? So I'm gonna go through each sign all the way from Aries to Pisces. I'm going to spread the cards, see what happened, look at the story, and then I will also pull cards from the Love Oracle. This is the Love Oracle. I'm gonna pull some cards from here, maybe 1 or 2, to gain some more insight and gain a deeper understanding of what happened, okay? And also we'll get a hidden message about that situation that happened. And definitely another question that I wrote down that we can ask is, what advice does the universe has for me? In order to move forward, I'm gonna get it from here, from this deck. And just in general, what is it that you need to focus on a positive thing to be able to manifest for your future? The main reason why I'm really doing this is because, we need to make room for the new person to come into our lives, or the new connections, new people, new romance. And there are some things that we may not be aware of that we need to let go of. So this reading is literally going to help you to really recognize and realize what is it that didn't work out and what were the lessons that we learned all the way through. Also, I gotta put this right here actually shortly. This is an incense that I like to burn. It's really, really nice. It smells amazing. It's called Confidence. Okay, as you can see, the scent of confidence right here. And it is the scent of Aqua Breeze. It's very aquatic. I like aqua smell a lot. And the reason why I chose Confidence, there was a variety of it, is because, moving into 2025, I want you, that you're watching this right now, yes you, and this video found you for a reason, to move with confidence in any situation, whether that's your job, whether that's you wanting to, put yourself out there in dating, or want to focus on your career and completely just get over that experience that happened in the past. Now, I hope that you're watching this up until this point, because I really want to mention a couple important things before I go into the reading, because I'm not gonna just jump into it right away. I need to give some fundamental and foundational reasons why I feel like that it is really important to do this reading, okay? So, sometimes we fall in love with a person and it's the honeymoon phase and everything, and some things may come up to the surface that we may not aware of, and subconsciously, when we saw certain relationship dynamics in our families with our parents and all that, or our relatives or neighbors, we adopted certain beliefs and concepts about relationships. I'm not a relationship expert, but I just channel and I feel that I can share some insights, about what I've learned so far, what I've observed from other people's relationships, and what I've also learned, because I have a lot of books that I read. Okay, we may create a version in our head about a person that doesn't really exist, or maybe they portray themselves in a way that, they are that person, but in reality they are not. And I genuinely believe that it is so important to go through different relationships, and sometimes it's not a relationship, it's a relationship. okay, in order to be able to gain an understanding what is it that you want and what is it that you don't want in a relationship. Like I have gone a few and I mean a couple, and it has helped me immensely to really understand what did I do wrong, you know, because this is all about taking responsibility and ownership about, you know, our part as well, because we need to be really attentive to not just like point a finger at what the other person did. This doesn't mean that we're justifying their actions or about forgiveness and all of that. This is really about being the creator of our life and taking responsibility and ownership, understanding of what it is that we need to improve and to work on, because life is a constant growth. It's all about growth and, you know, being able to take responsibility and to understand what are the things that we don't want and what is it that we want, you know. And I do know and I do feel that a lot of you have been in this hermit journey. Maybe you feel like that there is not going to be this person, that you're never going to find this person, maybe that's what you feel, that's going to completely understand you. And you ask yourself, is there someone out there that's going to completely accept all parts of myself? Yes, there is. And there is someone out there, but the first person is you. To accept yourself fully with your flaws, with your, you know, characteristics and everything, and know that you can change and you can become better. You can be the best version of yourself and embrace all parts of yourself, because wherever you go, you're going to be there. So you're never going to get away from you. You might as well just, you know, make best friends with yourself first. Okay. Another thing I want to mention is really, you know, about this channel, why Renaissance, and I'll go into the details sometime, but this is about recreating and rebirth and reinventing of yourself. And this has to do a lot with my story and with my life, of where I'm coming from. I'll share one day about that, but I just really want you to accept that idea and belief of you being in this Renaissance stage. I also want to mention that I am really honored to be, I do believe, the first Armenian tarot reader. You know, it has been calling me. This gift has been calling me, and I could no longer delay of like picking up the deck, learning, getting into it, studying it, and then connecting the dots and being able to really make an impact into people's lives. Now, is everything going to resonate with every single person? Is every reading going to resonate? Definitely not. Some things may resonate, some things may not resonate, and that's why I highly recommend and advise to take whatever resonates, literally, and have fun on the way, you know. This is not the end of the world. So energies can change, can be fluid, they can be reversed. So you need to trust your intuition, and I'm here to empower you to really fully tap into, you know, that energy of trusting your intuition, okay? Another thing I want to mention is some people might have, you know, asked me, what's my sign? I'm a Leo and I'm a quadruple Leo. I'm a Leo sun, Leo moon, Leo rising, and Leo in Mercury, okay? Mercury in Leo. So I've studied my birth chart, I've studied myself, I've done the work, and yeah, so that's me. And another thing I want to mention is that, you know, just me putting out there on YouTube, it's been an amazing journey. Like, I just want to thank to each and every one of you for being here. It just warms my heart so much to see that I'm being able to help a lot of people out there. If you go into my bio, you'll see that about section. You know, I had my spiritual awakening in 2019, and it was rough. Went through the dark night of the soul, you know, just into the hermit mode. And then literally I did feel the big shift starting from 2020 up until 2024. And I can confirm, like, I feel that I'm ready. I am the magician out now, empowering you out there, you know, and helping you to really create your own renaissance. This is about you, because that's what I'm making those videos. Okay. And yeah, and also one of the things that I've learned is how to be an alchemist, you know, how to alchemize situations and anything that happens in life, how to alchemize it and master it and transcend all those things. One of the things, for example, you know, that like life doesn't happen to you, it happens through you. And you know, when you realize that you are the creator of your life and you create everything in your mind, and this reality, this 3D reality, is literally a reflection it's reflection of our unconscious beliefs, and you know, all of these programs that we have been programmed and installed in our minds. Like you expand your awareness, and you then take in charge. So I really believe I'm going to be able to help a lot of people to do that for themselves. I don't want to take too long before I get into the reading, all the way from Aries to Pisces. I hope that you watched them up until this point. But in general, engagement and comments, I want to appreciate to every single one of you who are showing so much love and gratitude in the comments. I do get the chance to read them and really appreciate everything. So far, it's just been great. I do want to emphasize this last point, that, you know, when you put yourself out there on social media or out there on YouTube, wherever, there's always going to be someone who's going to have something to say. You could literally make a video about a gum, you know, a cat, I don't know, water, and there will be that one person who is going to have something to say. So what I've learned so far is that I never take anything personally, literally. It's just simply a reflection of the other person. You know, if you're putting love out there, if you're expressing gratitude, if you're being really constructive, if you're being really loving and caring, that's a reflection and a projection of who you are. And the other things is, you know, the projection of who certain people are. Therefore, I protect this space and I bless this space, okay, with God and with my guides and with my angels, to be able to provide some really profound messages for you. So 11 minutes in, okay, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna get into the reading, okay? Let me just sip some water. So we're gonna start with Aries. Aries, welcome to your reading. I hope that you're doing well. Aries, as I've mentioned in the introduction, there is a few important things that you might want to check out. I'm gonna do a 7-card spread about you and the ex-partner, what happened, how happened, and then I'm also gonna pick up some, you know, insights that I'm getting. I will also include the hidden message and then the love oracle card, and close off with a message from the universe about this situation. I do talk about in detail about this reading in the beginning, in the introduction of this video. Okay, so let's see what is it that happened between Aries and this person. Aries, the firstborn, the ram, fiery. So what I'm seeing, Aries, you had a lot of hopes with this person. You could have been dealing with an earth sign, okay? You had a lot of hopes and you wanted to create so much stability with this person. I feel like that you were very open about, you know, creating a family with this person, but this person came towards you a little bit of closed off, you know, and I feel like this person wasn't all the way honest with you in their feelings, how they really felt about you, okay? And that is why you decided to really move on from this relationship and protect your love. And one of the reasons why this relationship took a toll was because I feel like there was this emotional incompatibility together, okay, with each other. You could have been dealing with a water sign. I'm getting Cancer, strongly Cancer. It could have been a Pisces or a Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I do feel like it could have been a water sign, a Cancer possibly, or a Virgo. One of the reasons why this breakup happened between you and this person is because you wanted to always go out there and do something. You wanted to be on the go. You wanted to explore certain things. You wanted to take this relationship to the next level. But I feel like this person was dragging a little bit, Aries, okay? With the Queen of Cups here, as you can see, she's the only one that has the lid covered up, and she's like very protective of her emotions. Whoever you were dealing with, I feel like that this person was not emotionally available towards you, and you tried to have a lot of conversations about, you know, maybe your intimate life together and how to improve things together. So as you can see, number 5, okay, there was a lot going on in this image, and one of the reasons why the things didn't work out was that because you both were not listening to each other. Maybe this person was not really being cooperative and listening to you. Seeing this image, like there was a lot going on. Nobody specifically hurt, but like there was a lot of chaos going on. and you try to give another chance to this person with the Knight of Pentacles, and you try to move slowly, you try to move with their speed, you try to, you know, kind of slow down a little bit. Maybe this person was hesitating whether they wanted to be in a relationship with you or not. I do strongly feel like that there was a huge event, something really specific happened in this person's life that really made them very, that made this person that you were dealing with very traumatized and not really being able to open up completely to their partner. Okay, so this is something that they needed to heal within themselves here with the Star card, as you can see. Okay, and then there is the Seven of Wands. You can see the anxiety and the worry in this person's face. This is like someone who was very anxious to open up to you and to really completely be honest with you. Okay, and I feel like that there was a lot of also like back and forth, on and off, like you tried to get together and then things would work out and then they wouldn't work out. And you know, there was love though, there was love. And when it falls down, I take it as a sign that I feel like something very specific happened, that it just fell off the track. It says, I love you unconditionally, and I do strongly feel like that this is your energy, Aries. This is you looking at this relationship and wanting to make it work with the I love you unconditionally, because also, Aries, you are a very passionate sign. You are my fellow fire sign, okay? So I've dealt with Aries people. I have some Aries great friends, and I know how they are. When you go in all the way, you go in all the way, and you're very passionate, very energetic, very, you like to explore, you know, very adventurous. There is some sort of an unfinished business, okay? It says it's not over, patterns, back and forth baggage, like it's just I was saying, okay? Unfinished business, back and forth, as I was saying, on and off energy. And even though you are in a different place right now, I feel like that this person pops up in your mind a lot. You could be driving and this person pops up in your mind. There is a specific song that you listen to. I'm hearing Adele's songs that you might be listening to. Hello, you know, her song Hello is something that pops up in your mind that makes you drunk in love. Beyonce could be, that makes you think of this person a lot. In this relationship, you were someone, Aries, that, if you know, this is not a gender specific, but a lot of gift language. I feel like one of your languages, Aries, is gifts. You like to give gifts. You were the one who would initiate a lot of, you know, get together, date night. You would always make sure to surprise this person with something really beautiful and buy them stuff and get them stuff and handwritten letters and making pictures, putting pictures in frames and putting their picture on your screen and all of that. Okay, one of the reasons here you can see it says patterns. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, Aries, this has to do a lot with this person having some sort of patterns in their relationships. Okay, they needed a lot of healing. The Star card here is indicating healing. You could have been dealing with an Aquarius as well. This person needed to heal some sort of a traumatic experience in their life, and maybe they went from relationship to relationship to relationship and never really got to the point of healing themselves and getting over something and trying to look within themselves. Okay, their emotions were very on and off. Maybe this person also had a lot of mood swings. Okay, they were not really consistent in their promises and their moods with you. Maybe this person was also a little bit like too slow for you. I don't know, like maybe they were a little like lazy, you know, they were not really moving in with the same speed as you. So one of the things that I'm strongly feeling here is that, you know, this relationship has taught you, Aries, to really give some space and some time to the other person to prove themselves, whether they're on the same line, on the same train with you. You know, one of the reasons why that this relationship probably didn't work out and you had a separation was because this person was not fully capable and equipped to keep up with you and to be able to be on the same page with you. You know, you wanted a lot of stability, you wanted to explore a lot of things, and also just communicate a lot, like emotionally. Maybe this person was very detached emotionally, very cold, so they were not completely expressing their emotions to you, and this was throwing you off. You know, Aries, you are someone who pays attention to people's body language, and you see how people act. You know, you like when people are kind of animated in there. That's what I'm getting, animated when they speak, when they express. So maybe this person was enthusiastic in the beginning, but they lacked the enthusiasm over time, and they kind of lost, their spark. Something just happened in between that really threw you off. And what you have learned, Aries, the main thing that you've learned here with the King of Cups, okay? You could also have some strong water in your chart. I'm strongly feeling that the main lesson that you gain from this experience is to always remain positive. And you see the King of Cups is sitting on the choppy waters, right? Holding the cup. You are learning to really also have self-control and control your emotions and your feelings, and not really, you're asking yourself this question: am I really going to get into a relationship that's not going to be involving a lot of like arguments and discussions and things like that? And the answer is yes, because the lesson that you have learned from this relationship, Aries, is to really take a step back and also allow the other person to speak, and to whoever you're going to be dealing with is, I think that's a great strength and a great characteristic that you have gained from this experience. You're going to give space to the other person to speak. You're going to hear them. They're going to hear you. Because when people are yelling and when two people are arguing, nobody's listening and there is no solution. But you have gained the mindset of being a solution-based mindset, basically. And you're learning that even though, this ending happened, this situation happened between the two of you, I feel like this could have happened in the last 5 years. Specifically, I'm getting 5, okay? 7 years. This could have been one of your exes. It could have been your last ex. It could have been the ex before, but I'm strongly getting probably like this was like your first ex, that's still on your mind, because this was your first love and you had a lot of expectations with this person. Your lesson here from this experience, Aries, has been to really focus on how do you present yourself emotionally and how do you perceive other people emotionally. And the version of the person that you might create in your mind may not really fully be who they are. And just allow people to be who they are and prove themselves to be really worthy, okay, of being by your side, because you are the chariot, you are the go-getter, you are someone who is very active and energetic, and you might need to have, you're realizing that your companion also should be able to keep up with your pace, okay? And you have the King of Cups here. This is a double confirmation. The King of Cups, which says, I am my own anchor, okay? Here it says, I am my own anchor. So the advice from the universe here with the double confirmation, Aries, okay? King of Cups, and then the advice from the King of Cups that says, I'm my own anchor. The advice from the universe here for you, Aries, is really to trust your intuition and to recognize that you have gained the strength to be good on your own. Maybe you are not really looking to get into a relationship right now because you have realized that you're good on your own. But the universe is saying that the doors are going to open for you, and you're going to meet someone who is going to be this version of themselves that, first of all, they're going to start talking about how they have gone through their healing journey. Like, that's how you're going to know, they're going to mention certain things about their past, and then they're going to say what they did to heal themselves, and you're going to recognize the green flags about this person, that's the one. Also, it says unfinished business. So this person that you dealt with, I'm not saying get back with an ex, whatever, it's completely up to a person, but like, people change. Yes, people, do I believe that people change? They definitely do. And I do strongly feel like that this person, that you dealt with is finding out, certain outlets and ways to really work with themselves and heal themselves from certain traumas and from, certain relationships. Because I feel like that also humanity is awakening. They're realizing that they can't just jump from relationship to relationship, and they need to take ownership, responsibility, and heal themselves, So Aries, one of the reasons that I really, really strongly feel like is that this ending happened, this is just like from my own perception, is, and I'm going to be honest with you because I am honest, is that this person was emotionally unavailable, was not emotionally expressive, and also I feel like something just physically happened that like decreased the spark, whether that was intimate, whether this person was just like, just laying on the couch, and didn't want to go and do fun stuff with you, and it just didn't work out. So take it as it resonates, please. Not everything may resonate, So That's what I got for you, Aries. Thank you so much for being in here. There is some more info in the introduction if you'd like to check out. I really appreciate you. So we're gonna move into Taurus. Welcome, Taurus. Welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. Thank you so much for being in here. Before I move into your reading real quick, I want to mention that I give kind of quite a brief introduction about this reading in the first part of this video of this reading in the introduction period. Just talking about this reading, basically looking at what it is that we need to let go of, what happened between you and your ex partner, because it is really important to look at the lessons that we can learn, not to repeat the same patterns and move on. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at what happened between you and this person, who they were, and then what was the lesson, what is the lesson, and what is the advice from the universe. Okay, and one hidden message that you need to be aware of about this situation, okay, that happened. So this relationship and this breakup, number one thing I want to say, has taught you one major lesson. It is with the Nine of Pentacles here, self-nurturing and taking care of yourself. And Pentacles present the earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and that's you, Taurus. Okay, so this relationship started off as very caring and very nurturing. I feel like that in the beginning, this relationship, represented or was presented and founded on nurturing each other and taking care of each other. There was a lot of cooperation going on, a lot of collaboration. You could have been dealing with another Virgo, another earth sign, Capricorn. I'm strongly getting Virgo is also very prevalent here. So the Three of Pentacles and the Empress, this relationship started off as very nurturing, caring, a lot of romance, a lot of loyalty going on in there. There could have been a family involved, having some kids. And I feel like that one of the reasons why certain things started like just kind of going off is because when you wanted to deepen your relationship with this person, Taurus, with the Knight of Cups here, and then the Hierophant, is there was a big difference of your religious beliefs. I don't really talk about those things, but I'm going to mention these religious beliefs or beliefs about marriage, commitment, monogamy, and things like that. And this person could also be a water sign, getting Pisces strongly. Could have been a Scorpio as well. Cancer is here as well, or a Libra, Taurus, okay? Those mainly. One of the things that this relationship really kind of started losing its foundation and getting dismantled was this big, massive difference of beliefs that you started to discover about this person. Maybe this person didn't really fully share about their beliefs, about what they believed in certain things, could have been political, religious, like I said, but there was a massive difference between the way that you think and the way that this person thinks. Now, it's not that you're not about, you do appreciate and, are aware of diversity, but also as an earth sign. My mom is a Taurus, okay? So I've dealt with Taurus people. I know that they are very, when they know something, they know something. They know why they believe in something the way that they believe in. So they're set in their ways, and they, they have their own experience based on what they believe in. And I feel like that whoever you were dealing with had a completely different code of ethics, maybe, and beliefs that kind of like threw you off, and you wanted to have a new beginning with this person, but the differences were too big, okay? You both were on different levels. Now, look at this here. If you can see, the Hierophant is in the middle. There is the Page of Cups, and then there is the Ace of Cups, okay? The Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups, sorry. So this is strongly indicating about the differences between the beliefs. The Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, two different ages. Maybe one of you was older and younger, a little older than the other one. I feel like that you could have been the younger one, but mentally and spiritually and like on an intelligence level, you were a little like, you were more mature. You just looked at life from a very grounded perspective, from a different perspective as well. And this difference was just not like working out. And the justice here is also, you know, Libra as well. And I feel like that the harmony got lost, you know, there was this relationship was losing its own harmony. Maybe you just both wouldn't talk to each other for days. And, you know, the ending of this relationship has taught you mainly one major thing, you know, to really recognize, and maybe this is something you may need to ask yourself now too, what are some of the things that I can look at myself and like self-care routines? What is it that I need to look at into myself, and how can I take care of myself best way possible? Okay, let's see what is the hidden message here about this situation that happened with your person. This I'm seeing, so there is the Empress, number 3 of Pentacles. It could have been in the last 3 years, last 3 to 5 years, okay, maximum 6 years. So many things remind me of you. This person definitely still thinks about you, and I do strongly feel like that some of the things is that your gifts that you give to this person. One of your love languages, just like Aries also, is you're very physical. You're very touchy. You love physical touch. You love a lot of cuddles. You like to just lay on the couch and cuddle and, you know, have long sessions. You know what I'm talking about. And a lot of the things that this person, maybe there is also, I'm getting, there is a specific type of cologne that this person, whenever they smell that cologne, they immediately remember about you. You know, you are on their mind. About this, from this cologne smell, they could still keep the bottle that you gave them on their birthday or on Valentine's Day. Also, I'm strongly getting like there is some sort of a t-shirt that might have a watermelon picture on it that this person has. I don't know, it just comes to my mind visually. I'm getting that they think of it and it just reminds me, or maybe watermelon is your favorite fruit, their favorite fruit, you know, take whatever resonates. And then another love oracle message here about this whole situation, Taurus, is you know, it says mask, okay, hidden motives, concealed, disguised, lying. Because you're a very loyal sign, you're one of the most loyal signs. If you're loyal to a fault, okay? But if that loyalty is broken, there is never going back to, you know, there's never going back to it, because you're very grounded, you know, and you're kind of like hard to get to know, but like once somebody gets to know Taurus, like they start open up and they trust, okay? So you take trust very seriously. And I feel like that whoever you were dealing with, maybe there were some concealed and disguised motives that you were, you know, concerned about, and you started like noticing certain things with this person. And even though this person knew about the differences between the two of you, I feel like that they still chose to be with you. And I don't know, why would someone want to waste, you know, why such a waste of time? You know what I mean? So the advice from the universe, Taurus, here is the Ace of Pentacles, and Pentacles represent you, Earth sign, okay? I'm always rewarded for all that I do. I'm always rewarded for all that I do. The work that you have done for yourself, Taurus, these isolation periods that you have been going through, you know, just being by yourself and really not wanting to put yourself out there in the dating pool, has allowed you to really recognize that, you know, when you work on something, when you work on yourself and you recognize your shortcomings, you take responsibility for it, you're going to be rewarded with a new love. You're going to be rewarded with love and a connection with someone that actually is going to lift you up, is going to elevate you, is going to make you feel at your best. And I do strongly feel like that, like I said, with the Nine of Pentacles here, this is someone who is in their best era, someone who is feeling at their best, someone who is nurturing themselves, taking care of themselves. Nine of Pentacles energy is very like rich in self-care and enjoying solitude, okay? I do see that this is you. If you're not in this energy yet, it's coming in for you, because you're gonna have this massive realization of why is it so important to take care of yourself, prioritize yourself, put yourself first, okay? And being that Taurus energy, you know, earthy, very grounded, you may find yourself, you know, drawn to the nature a lot more, and which can actually be very healing to you, okay? And the lesson that you've learned from this situation is really, whenever you got into an argument with this person, I feel like that you like bit your tongue. You didn't want to say certain things, and it might be like took a toll on you. So what you have learned is also how to express and how to speak and how to say certain things certain way and not to hold it back, okay? Because I feel like that you just holding back certain things and not saying it kind of affected on your throat chakra, on your voice and on your speech. You know, you felt like silenced and shut down, and that you couldn't express your emotions and your thoughts, and you couldn't say certain things, okay? So the major lesson from this relationship that you learned is to really do a major self-care and to know your worth and your value, that you deserve to be in a committed relationship, in loving, honest relationship, okay? So thank you so much for being in here, Taurus. I really appreciate you. I hope that this resonated with you. I give you a big hug. I'm gonna move on to the next sign, and I hope that you watched the beginning of this video because there is some messages in there that should be resonating. I mean the introduction, because there is some things that I mentioned there about the concept of this reading, okay? Gemini, hi, and welcome to your section of the reading. Hopefully you're doing well, Gemini. So this reading will basically be about what happened between you and your ex and what was the lesson. I will try to dig deep into it to see what's happening, what was going on, and what were the lessons, okay? And some things that you may not have seen. I do talk about in depth about the type of this, like the reason why I'm doing this reading in the introduction section. So if you would like to check that out, you're more than welcome to check it out. What I'm gonna do right now, wow, I feel like that in this connection and in this relationship, Gemini, this happened very quickly and ended very quickly, okay? This relationship happened very quickly, like out of the blue, okay? So the major lesson you have learned from this relationship, I'm just gonna straight go to the lesson and then explore what happened, is the Star card here. This is speaking about like self-healing. You have been in this self-healing energy like for quite a while, you know, and the Star card is a major arcana card. This is speaking about like a major event, life event that happened, which led to a specific action or a change in a person's life. You could have dealt with an Aquarius, okay? I'm strongly getting a fire sign here. Yes, fire sign. You could have dealt with an Aries, a Leo, or Sagittarius, another air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. I feel like that this person that you were dealing with, their eyes were somewhere else. Maybe this was someone who, you know, tried to commit to you, but you know, there could have been a third party involved here with the third of wands. And third party, I just want to mention that this could have been a job. This could have been, you know, a parent, you know, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, I don't know, like a member, an energy, a being, something that took too much of this person's life and it was an intervention, okay? So take it as it resonates, because it doesn't always have to be like a person. I am strongly getting though that this person that you were dealing with was possibly also talking to somebody else that you did not know, okay? And something came into light and into fruition, something came into light into your mind that you decided to walk away from this relationship with the Six of Wands. This is like, I'm done, I'm leaving, I'm heading out. And there was a lot of sadness and grief when you decided to leave. You see the Six of Wands is, these people are sailing from like the choppy waters to more calm, tranquil waters. And this is speaking about, you know, you deciding to move on and to find peace within yourself. And when you look at this, the Six of Wands, okay, this is like the last one in the spread that I just did as I go chronologically, is with the Six of Swords is moving to the Star. And that is talking about this energy of healing yourself, taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, okay? Recognizing the fact that you need to prioritize yourself, put yourself first. So you moved from this chaos, drama, whatever happened, into this place of like taking care of yourself. With the Judgment card here opening in the beginning of this, you know, life event that happened for you, like I said, you were I think that you were kind of too quick to jump into a relationship with this person. You know, you see the Judgment card here. You maybe saw some things about this person that were very appealing, very alluring, that you liked about them, and then you decided to get into a relationship. Okay, you were asking yourself time to time whether this was going to be a long-term relationship or not, and you can see the Hangman is, you know, illuminated with something hanging upside down. So some things came into your realization within the last 3 years or so, or maybe 6 years. Okay, 3 to 6 years I'm strongly getting. With the Ace of Swords, I feel like that there was a communication and a conversation about the direction of this relationship that you both had, and you realized that you had different, completely different directions where you wanted to go. And the reason why I'm saying this is because the Ace of Swords is right here in the middle, and then there is the Three of Wands, and then that's the Six of Wands. Okay, so this is talking about your energy just moving on and walking away, and then this person, maybe this person relocated and they moved to a different part of the country, different part of the world, or also they were just like emotionally not there, so they were completely detached and they couldn't just, you know, they couldn't really fully invest into this connection, into this relationship, and that's why they had to just, you know, be removed from your way. You had a communication about it. I feel like that the closure that happened between the two of you, for some of you, it was very clear, it was very abrupt, and you know, you see the Ace of Swords coming out on top of the mountains. Is like you spoke about what was bothering you, and you just didn't see this relationship progressing any further. Also, the Ace of Swords is representing you, air sign, which is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Okay, sign that's like, it's you're very, you know, and you're ruled by the planet Mercury, so you're very communicative. Let's see what's the hidden messages. You rule communication and technology, so you're all about communication. You're very witty, Gemini. Okay, I feel you leaving behind me. I feel you leaving me behind. Sorry, I feel you leaving me behind. The hidden message is right here, and that's why you left. That is why you can see that the Six of Wands here is walking away. Okay, I see you leaving me behind. That the whole thing that happened here was that you were the one who pretty much initiated the ending of this relationship, because you're very quick to recognize, you know, bullshit and sister things. And you just were like, you know, I'm gonna move on. I don't want to be in here. And so this person realized that, you know, they also, because the fact that they had their eyes on someone else, or they were involved with third party, whatever, it's just like you were very quick to decide that it was not the time for you to, you know, you were not gonna waste your time being in a connection relationship that was not loyal. Okay, and it says legal matters, justice, divorce, balance, judgment. So here you have judgment twice. Okay, it says that's the Judgment card, and it says legal matters. So maybe there was some legality involved in this process as well. Take it as it resonates, and you know, you just both decide. Maybe you both were living together and decided to disconnect, and in order for you to bring balance into your life, you decided to disconnect from this person and move on. The greatest lesson that you have learned in this relationship, Gemini, is the Seven of Cups. I trust myself to see the truth. You learn how to see the truth. Okay, Seven of Cups always talks about illusions, confusions. Could have been a water sign, Pisces I'm getting, Cancer or Scorpio, but Pisces is strong, and this is about you realizing that, you know, that you need to continue trusting your intuition, of seeing the truth of whatever it is that, you know, happened, because you recognize something very quick. As I mentioned, you spotted it right away, and then you moved on. Okay, and when you recognize something, Gemini, you're not the sign to sit there and waste your time. You move on. Okay, so the greatest lesson here is really about self-care and healing yourself. And, you know, Gemini, your mind, sometimes this person comes into your mind and doesn't leave you. So you've learned how to occupy yourself and focus on the things that really matter to you, and not allow your mind to be occupied too much or even at all with this person. So it was all about self-healing, self-take care. So next time when you get into a relationship, Gemini, you're going to know what it is that you want to communicate with this person, and make sure that you both are on the same page in terms of commitment. Thanks for being here, Gemini. I hope that this helped and resonated with you. Sending you a big hug. So, all right, we're gonna move on to Cancer. Hello, dear Cancer. Thank you so much for being in here. Your reading about this X situation is gonna be me just looking at the cards and intuitively picking up about the story, what happened, what were the lessons, and what is the advice from the universe. There might be some things that might also disclose. I'm gonna use the Hidden Truth Oracle card and then the Love Oracle card, okay? And also, if you would like to find out some more information about this reading specifically, you can, after your reading, you're more than welcome to watch the introduction where a little bit about talk about this reading, the concept of it, and then you'll find out and then it will resonate with you. Cancer, let's see what's going on in here, Cancer. What happened with this breakup, okay? I feel like that for a lot of you out there, Cancer, this person was not fully emotionally involved in this connection with you. That's what I'm strongly feeling. This person was not really willing to go the extra mile in order to create a sustainable relationship. Maybe they didn't want to be exclusive with you. That's what I'm picking up. They wanted to keep this relationship kind of like undercover and hidden, and they were taking their time, which created a lot of questions for you, and you didn't really realize like as to why. Three of Swords here, okay, can see, but that's in reverse. So we're gonna see what happened specifically, Cancer. All right, so there was a choice that needed to be made. You were constantly debating whether you should stay in this relationship or not because it was on and off. It was a lot of pain, healing, okay? So this is a 7-card spread, and here you are. This is your lesson. Then that's the moon. This is your sign. The affinity of the moon in tarot is Cancer and Pisces too. So the main lesson that you have learned here, before I jump into, I don't know, it's really interesting. Like before I even go into the story, I immediately pick up on the lesson that you have learned. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that and then just go into what happened between the two of you. The main lesson here is this is you, Cancer. You are a family-oriented sign, okay? You're very caring, very loyal, and also you love emotional availability. When the other person is emotionally available, when they're able to talk about their feelings, their emotions, how do they actually feel? You could have been dealing with the fire sign. I'm getting Sagittarius here. Could have been a Leo. Someone who was just like, okay, so someone was very like, when I just look at it, what I'm picking up is that somebody here was very quick to move from like place to place. I feel like this person was very rebellious, okay? This person was just moving, jumping from place to place, or from doing some things that just like made you question a lot of things with the Knight of Wands here, and then the Three of Swords in reverse, okay? This person could have helped you in some way, I feel like, to heal from certain things. They try to bring some light and enthusiasm into your life, but also there was something about this individual that you dealt with, Cancer. There was like, something was hidden, okay? Something was not clear. And you wanted to bring clarity about this relationship, and that's why there's a King of Swords and then the Two of Wands. You were debating a lot whether you want to be in this relationship or not. The Two of Wands is talking about, is the energy of you just in the past looking, see how this person is holding the globe in their hand, and like they're looking, right? So you were observing, you were studying, you were seeing if this is the type of connection you would like to be involved with or not. And then the King of Swords is you finally decided to have a conversation. And I think like there was a breakup with this person and things ended, but there was also a reunion, okay? Something again worked out for quite some time with the Two of Cups here and the Star. And this is speaking about specifically you doing some healing within yourself and this person healing themselves. And then there is the Two of Cups, coming together. A Gemini energy as well. I'm also picking up, like, I want to say this to you right now, Cancer. The fact that, when we heal ourselves and we become this best version of ourselves, we sometimes think that we can go back to old friendships, people, relationships, old jobs, and things are going to get better and we're able to handle them better because we are now better. But, they can't handle us better. Maybe these people didn't do the work. Maybe these people didn't heal themselves to become the best version of themselves in order for them to really be on the same page with us. and that's why the lesson here is to really like move on and trust your intuition. I feel like that this person might be someone that you may still be dealing with. You could have been in a relationship with this person in the last 2 to 4 years, and you may sometimes think if you really want to go back into this person, but there is the anxiety within you. You get high anxiety of wanting to go, okay, of wanting to restart and reignite something with this person. The moon here is talking about, this energy of like anxiety, shadow, something being eliminated, something that you're aware of, but you're so scared of, right, at the same time. And the hidden message here is, I'm not available. So I feel like that, remember I was talking about somebody that was not emotionally available. This person is not emotionally available. They're not emotionally mature. They're not emotionally available, Cancer. Okay? As I picked it up, literally, I mentioned that when you get into a relationship with someone, you look for someone who is emotionally available and capable of offering you and giving you the same type of love and care that you give, because you're very caring and emotionally mature sign, and you rule the water sign, right? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So you represent the love, the romance, the home, the family. And this was someone who was not available emotionally and mentally to be on the same level and on the same page with you. Let's see what's the love oracle card here. What is the message here for you? There was a lot of sexual passion between the two of you, also what I'm strongly getting. But this person was like, yeah. I feel like they were also, like running away from communication. Okay, you see the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, and then the King of Swords. Then this is the other person's energy, like just running away from communication. You wanted to face situations and the truth head on and talk about certain things, but this person was a runner and you were like in the position of a chaser, and this person was not willing to communicate and like hear you out. So the love oracle here is a toxic relationship, fighting, codependent, misunderstanding, trigger. So there was just a lot of toxicity going on. If you're dealing with someone who is not willing to listen to you and run away from conversations, and their eyes are constantly out there with on someone else or whatever, then that's just like toxic. And especially if they're not available, like, then that's definitely toxic. That's not healthy. And that is why it is really important for you to really trust your intuition, knowing that you don't want to get into a relationship with someone who is toxic, or get back into a relationship with someone who is not available, who is not willing to form a family with you and put these foundations with you, okay? Of family, because you do want a family. You do want to have a family, okay? And you want to deal with someone who is emotionally available. That's a big takeaway from this reading that I'm getting, that you had. And there is this need to really release any kind of resentment towards this person, because you're going to do yourself a favor. You will make room for a new person to come into your life. And the lesson here is the Six of Wands. I'm proud of what I achieve and I accept my rewards. I am proud of what I achieve and I'm proud of what I achieve and I accept my rewards. Your reward, Cancer, is going to be accepting this new love and this new connection that's going to come into your life, because you have done the work, and you're going to reward yourself basically by listening to your intuition with the Moon card here. That is your reward. You're giving that reward to yourself by not settling for less and allowing yourself to go back into toxic dynamics and relationships and friendships. While I'm pouring my Pellegrino, Cancer, just hanging in there for a second, I just want to let you know, as a Leo, because I'm a Leo and my sign is right after Cancer. I'm happy to be between Cancer and Virgo, because being the sign after a water sign, Cancer, and I'm a July birthday, at the end of July, there was a lot of things that I can understand. I understand Cancers on an emotional level. I feel like I can relate to them, and I've dealt with some Cancers in my life, and I can read them and understand how they feel and where they're coming from. So I've gained some of You know, I've passed through the Cancer sign to be who I was, like as a Leo, right? So there are definitely some influences that I appreciate from having the Cancer sign. I'm hearing that the universe is saying you the message that your love life is gonna blossom. You know, because if you're putting your energy and your effort into creating something that says family, commitment, loyalty, and removing yourself from toxicity, then you're gonna prepare yourself and set up yourself for success, and not for toxicity, deception, triggers, you know? So thank you so much for being in here, Cancer. I greatly appreciate you. Thanks a lot. Now the next sign is going to be Leo. Leo, how are you doing, honey? Thank you so much for being in here. I am honored and happy to be sharing this reading with you, my fellow Leos. Just real quick, there is quite a few important points that I made about this reading in the beginning of this video, in the introduction section. So you're more than welcome to check that out, why I'm doing this reading. And some of you might be wondering, you know that I'm a Leo, but you might be wondering what kind of Leo. So as I've studied my birth chart and I've studied myself for quite some time, I am a quadruple Leo. I'm a Leo sun, Leo moon, Leo rising, and Mercury in Leo. So yes, that's definitely a lot. And you know, I've studied a lot, and I do understand and I do feel my Leos, all of my Leos, July Leos, August Leos, you know, all of you guys. And I know how you're feeling. I can literally meet a Leo and feel that they're a Leo, and then I can ask them, are you a Leo? And they'll confirm that they're a Leo. You know what I mean? So I give you a big hug. I love all signs. I love and I respect all signs. But see, I'm a quadruple Leo. I get like so excited. I get so excited in my hands. I like to be funny, witty, quirky. Like I just, you know, I like to be my most authentic self, as you are. Okay. So thank you so much for being in here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support, Leo. So one of the things that I want to mention when I start this reading for you, Leo, is that a lot of times we as Leos create this fantasy about someone and this image and this version of someone that unfortunately doesn't really exist. One of the reasons why is because we have such a big heart, right? And we just go all the way in. We are so ready to bring the moon and the stars for this person and move those mountains for this person. Of course, I'll be the one to pay for that. I'll get you all the gifts. Like literally just getting to know this person is gonna be the first Valentine. You're about to buy the whole store for this person as a gift. You know, so that's a lesson that I have learned, to step back, and that's what I'm gonna empower you to really slow down. Please take my word with respect, honey. Slow down, okay? You need to really shift that focus and that love towards yourself and self-care. And that's what I've learned to do about myself. No, I'm actually gonna buy the gift for myself first. Don't feel guilty about putting yourself first, Leo. Let's see what happened between you and this person. This is such a relief. Leo, Three of Swords in reverse. Your lesson. This is literally your lesson. This is your lesson, Leo. You have learned, and you're learning, to not linger and mingle and to stay in this state of pain for too long. You can't carry that heart pain, that heartbreak and that pain in your heart forever. Leo, you are ruled by the heart. So it doesn't make sense for a Leo to carry pain in their heart and you don't. And I'm really proud of you for healing yourself. I want to say that closer to the microphone. I'm really, really proud of you for healing yourself, for coming in terms of understanding that you are you're worthy of love. You're worth more than anything. You're worthy of true love. You are worthy of loyalty. And I know that you've been asking yourself a lot of times, Leo, is there going to be someone who is going to fully understand me and accept me for who I am? Like, am I going to stay like just lonely? Not lonely, but alone by myself? Because you're never lonely. You have a lot of people lined up for you. And I know that. Wherever you walk, you turn heads, okay? And the question is that you're asking is like to really, like, is there going to be someone who is going to want to know the depth of my heart and just really get to know the real me and like to understand me and accept me with my silliness and my ideas and yes, there is. But there is a lesson we go through. We have to go through certain relationships in order to understand how to move forward and how to actually get into a relationship, you know? What kind of relationship to attract. Whatever happened in the past with this person, Leo, with the Four of Cups and the Justice card here, okay? So this is you offering your love to this person, being all the way in, all the way involved. See how this hand right here is offering the cup to this person, and this person is like sadly looking at the other three cups. I feel like that the hand represents your energy and your love of you just like completely being invested into this connection, into this relationship with this person. And the justice here is that it was unfair. It was unfair to you, Leo, that you were the one who was constantly initiating. The hand coming out of the clouds is you constantly initiating certain things, wanting to, text them, talk to them, let's go on a date, let's do this, maybe go on a diet too, I don't know. Maybe let's do certain things, and you're a passionate sign. You like to take action, be spontaneous, do certain things. And this person was probably, still focused on certain things, or maybe they had their eyes, or, okay, this is what I'm getting. They had their eyes on something else or someone else, or they were too much involved in their work. But here is the thing. They were concealing something. They were deceptive. And they also wanted to keep you with them. It's like they knew that you were the prize, and they know that still up to this day as well, that you are the mother prize. And they wanted to keep you by their side because they knew that you were actually making them feel important. And you have that capacity and the ability, Leo, to make some people feel really, really important, and to, hype up their self-confidence. And this person wanted to keep you. They tried to fool you in a way, I'm actually gonna light this candle right here. It says confidence, because we're moving into in 2025. We're moving with confidence. We're not settling for less. Hold my poodle. Hold the horses. Of course, you're gonna light up. So basically, Leo, this person, they couldn't let you go, but they also were not fully present into this connection. Like, they were not really fully there for you, okay? So what ended up happening was you decided to move this relationship forward. You did everything with the Chariot here. When you look at the Chariot, you see this is somebody's energy. This is you. Chariot with the wheels moving forward, and there is the city back at the back, and then there is the Sphinx right here, okay? The polarity. There was a lot of differences between the two of you. You try to make it work. This person was holding it back with the Four of Pentacles here. See how this person on the Four of Pentacles, their feet are on the pentacles, holding pentacles on the head. Like, this person didn't want to create this foundation and this groundedness with you. Like, they didn't want to settle. You could have been dealing with the Sagittarius. I don't see Sagittarius here, but I do see that energetically could have been another fire sign, Sagittarius. Could have been a Capricorn too. You could have been dealing with a Capricorn who was very focused on just business and money making and work, and it just wouldn't work out. This person's all they were thinking about was money and business and material stuff, and it bothered you because you tried so hard with the Chariot here to move forward. This is about being in the driver's seat, wanting to move forward. This is all about action and movement, and you tried so hard, but this person was holding back. You can't try to both press the pedal, the gas, and then the brake at the same time. That's what was happening. You were doing the movement, doing the gassing it up, and then this person was like breaks, you know. It was just not cooperative, like we're not on the same page. That's what I'm strongly getting. Capricorn energy also. Therefore, Leo, things ended. Oh my gosh, like this reading just came, like I'm getting goosebumps. Look at the World card. The World card represents, actually it's here, it represents ending. This is the last card of the major arcana in tarot deck, and this is about endings and closing a cycle and a chapter. And see how her head is looking at the Five of Pentacles. You looked at this closure and at this relationship with great sadness and disappointment, because you were invested into this connection, to this relationship. You did believe the best of this relationship. The Five of Pentacles here, again, earth sign energy. See how these people are walking out into the snow. It's very cold. It looks like they barely have clothes on them. They're like barefoot. Their clothes are like worn out. And I feel like that this relationship wore you out. Like this relationship, wore you out. Like, you know, I'm saying relationship, but of course, take it, you know, grain of salt. Like I'm kind of joking, trying to make the light of the situation. That like there was a big lesson that you learned anyways, but you were worn out emotionally. I feel like that it took such a toll on you. You felt like you were really, you were moved to the core. Like you were so disappointed. This is such a like a disappointment card. Like this is just like sadness, and like see how this person is crippling. You felt like that you were not gonna recover from this pain, but you did, Leo, because this is your result. I'm excited because this is such a confirmation. I can't even, like, that's why I love tarot. I'm here as a quadruple Leo to bring this renaissance into your life. The cards and the energies don't lie, honey. I know there's a lot of people out there who do tarot. I do what I do in my own way, and I stay in my own lane, my most authentic self. Okay? And this is your lesson. You have learned that you can pick yourself back up. And what I'm seeing right now, Leo, is you literally, you by yourself, all did it by yourself, all by yourself with universe. Nobody else, no friend, no family, helped you out of the pit, to get out of the pit. You built that ladder. Okay, I see you being in a pit, looking around and not finding a goddamn ladder to go up and to climb up and to pick yourself up from that pit that you fell in, that you were pushed actually to fall in, you know. And you built it by yourself, and you picked yourself up because you are a lion. You are the strength in tarot. You represent the power to, you show people what it really means, like to be really powerful and to show up for yourself with strength. But nobody else would show up for you. Well, nobody else would be there to support you. Where nobody else was really there to fully understand you. Did you talk to some friends about this breakup? You did. Were they fully understand you? Were they able to fully understand you? I don't think so. Because the depth of your heart, like it's just so deep, goes deep as an ocean. And this is your lesson. That's why in 2025, honey, I have this energy of you, Leo. Like I'm strongly getting it. It's like you're no longer in this place of disappointment. You're no longer in this place of, oh, is there any true love? Yes, there is, because if you exist, they exist too. Okay? What is the hidden message about this situation that happened for my Leos? You came closer than anyone. You came closer than anyone. And let me tell you something, Leo. You showed this person the type of love they never experienced in their life. You actually was like this one and only type of love they ever experienced in their life. They actually came to really realize and understand and experience the true definition of love, because that's the love of a Leo. Okay, here you can see, and this is what this person is realizing now. They fumble you big time, and even in the past, whoever was in a relationship with this person that you were dealing with, they could not handle their BS, but you did. You just believed in the best of it. And of course you're a Leo, like, you know, you're like, No, I'm gonna make it happen. I believe in the best of this person. It's gonna happen. And this person is having a major realization how deep and how big your heart was, that you went the extra mile. You went the extra mile, and that's why they're realizing that you came to them closer than anyone else. You showed them the true love. You showed them, you showered them with gifts than anyone else, and they're realizing that big time. But I do strongly feel like that you're over this person. And the love oracle here is fated, meaning meant to be, destiny, predetermined encounter. This person was meant to come into your life, Leo, to really teach you a major lesson. And I'm getting goosebumps right now. Here you can see, okay, fate, predetermined. It says meant to be, destiny, predetermined encounter. You had to meet this person to teach you a major lesson about protecting your heart. This is about you, Leo. This is about your heart, okay? And protecting you and guarding you. And whoever this person is, I feel like you met this person when you moved somewhere. You could have met them out in public. You could have met them through an app. Somebody might have tried to introduce both of you. You could come from different cultural backgrounds. I feel like this person noticed you in public, and like they look at you and they stare at you. As you can see, this person's looking at this girl sitting. Like they look at you and they stare at you, and they were like captivated and mesmerized by you. Okay, so this person was meant to come into your life from the universe to teach you a major lesson about your heart. About your heart, Leo. How big your heart is, and that you need to really, really protect your heart. Who you let into your heart. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm still gonna need to move on to the other signs, but let me just get some stuff for my Leos too. I mean, I get a lot of stuff for other stuff too, for other signs too. The Hermit. I follow my own path. Hermit. I follow my own path, and you see the Hermit has the hand in their heart, on their heart, and then there is a lantern. This is about you realizing that when you follow your intuition and your path, and you're someone that has been in this hermit mode for so long, Leo, that you have, really taken the time to just be separated and isolated, maybe, lone wolf energy I'm getting. You were like, I'm good on my own. And now the time for you is here just to come out of the hermit mode and to be out there and to put yourself out there. Be the strength and be the magician, be the king of wands, and just like be out there boldly, knowing that the next person that comes into your life, they will be loyal to you. And the path that you have been through, because the hermit is someone who actually has gone through a major life event. The original deck in the original tarot, it shows someone who is standing with a lantern on top of a mountain. So in order to go on top of the mountain, you do go through a lot of like rocks and hardships to get up there, and that's the big lesson. And that is why that's what it taught you, to really follow your own path and know that this relationship that you went to, it was something that you really had to go through in order to understand that endings, okay, are gonna bring new beginnings into your life. The World card right here. And that disappointment, that pain, that was lingering for so long, and your mind was like so cloudy, that's over and that's gone completely. Okay? And the closure, a lot of you have had this closure within yourself that you didn't even need to have a closure with this person. You already did the closure. And I can guarantee this person, they keep thinking about you, Leo, all the time. Because when someone experiences true love like a Leo, they're never going to forget Leo. They're not. No one is going to forget Leo's love. No, that's not going to happen. So, honey, thank you for being here. And thank you for really being on the same frequency and on the same vibration of like hearing me out and connecting with this reading. I hope that this helped you and resonated you and motivated you. I do want to say I'm very proud of you for making that huge progress and healing your heart and moving on and recognizing your worth and your value and moving into 2025, stepping into this most powerful timeline of your life. Protect your heart. You deserve, you're worthy of the most beautiful love ever. Okay, so thank you for being in here. Virgo, how are you doing, divas out there? Welcome to your reading. I welcome you into the Renaissance. Thank you so much for being in here, Virgo. I do talk about this, the format of this reading in the beginning of this video, in the introduction. If you'd like to find out some information about it, you are more than welcome to. Long story short, this is a 7 spread card to see what happened between you and that person, what it taught you, and what is the message from the universe. And also, this ex that you were dealing with, what were some of the things that you might not have noticed with this person that you may not really be aware of? Okay, so let's see what's going on. What was going on? Okay, you could have been dealing with a Gemini Gemini energy. I'm getting Aquarius, could have been a water sign, Cancer, or a Pisces. Wow. So Virgo, you are a one tough cookie, really. Before moving into the storyline of the theme, what happened, I want to focus on the major lesson and the outcome for you. Here is the Tower. I'm going to talk a little bit about it. Your major lesson here about this whole situation with your ex is really accepting a catastrophic event the way that it is. Tower in tarot is like, a lot of people are terrified of this card because it's like an ending, something that ends in a very unexpected way, in a very shocking way. See how these people are falling off the tower, and this is indicating that they were living in a reality up there, and then something just collapsed, the foundations were dismantled, and then they had to come down to a different reality, as you can see closer when you look at it, right? So I feel like that the lesson that you have learned is kind of similar to Leo's also, this version of the person that you created in your mind that really didn't exist. And we do that sometimes, we create a version of a person that really doesn't exist, and we need to let go of that perception of that person and really allow them to prove themselves to be worthy to be in a relationship with us. In this relationship with this person, I feel like that this person was really very closed off. This is their energy with the Four of Pentacles. This person was very, very closed off, and they didn't want to really set some strong foundations with you, and I feel like that they were hiding something from you. You're a very organized sign, Virgo, and you appreciate honesty, you appreciate openness, and also, just having some sort of a structure, okay? And number 4, this is Four of Pentacles, presents structure, and this person was not on the same page with you. It was like lacking that. Could have been a Taurus, could have been a Capricorn, or could have been a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, but mostly also I'm getting is like a Gemini energy or Aquarius energy, because when you look at it closely, this person, right, there was a lot of you see the Queen of Swords looking at the Two of Wands, and I feel like that there was this miscommunication of where both of you wanted to go. I feel like that this person, a lot of times in their words and in their communication, they were too, what's the word that I want to use? I don't want to say abusive, but they cut you, you know what I mean? Like they said things that hurt you deep down. See how the Queen of Swords is she has her hand up there, her sword up there, ready to say something. And I feel like that there was a lot of verbal things going on between you and this person that really just dismantled a lot of things. And moving further with the Queen of Cups, this made you to close, to go within yourself, because you see the Queen of Cups, she has the cups in her hand, and that's the only cup in the suit of cups that has a lid on. Okay, so this made you to kind of have this closed up energy and protect yourself, and that's something that I saw that you were in this relationship that you did right, definitely, of protecting your energy and not really fully investing any longer. And you try to give this relationship another chance after some time. I feel like that you both disconnected from each other and then tried to come together, because the last part of the storyline is this is you with the Knight of Pentacles, okay? And that's an earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, moving forward and offering the love, offering the connection. And then there is the Two of Cups, wanting to have a new beginning. This is also Gemini energy, Mercury, Virgo, and Gemini, you both have your planets, Mercury, the planet of communication, okay, and the mind. So you offered a new beginning to this person. You were wanting to create a form of you wanted to create stability and groundedness in this connection with this person, but I feel like that they were not really fully wanting to be invested in it. I feel like that this was someone, with their words, like they just were like maybe spiteful, you were dealing with someone who also was a little bit like too boastful and too arrogant about themselves. That's what I'm picking up. Like, you don't like boastful people. You don't like people who are self-conceited, full of themselves. So, it was just like a little bit of a too much for you. And I feel like that this person also tried to silence your personality, tried to assassinate your personality in some ways, and didn't really let you speak and express yourself freely. And, things just ended with the Tower here suddenly. Maybe this person, tried to abandon, maybe they walked away, or they disappeared immediately. Maybe they disappeared, it's just like they couldn't really settle. They couldn't really stay in this place of like, okay, we're gonna stay together, we're gonna, form something and create some sort of a foundation together. And the message here is, I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. This is for you. The hidden love message here is that this was a lesson for you, Virgo, to learn to look at it from a spiritual perspective and to really see that there are some people that may come into our lives to really teach us something. The spiritual lesson of this relationship that happened is to teach you to speak your truth and to stand on your truth and to continue standing on your truth until the end. Never compromise and never shut down. I feel like that you were emotionally affected and you just felt so misunderstood that you shut down. You just like almost collapsed, like you just couldn't speak, you couldn't say words, you were just in bed, quite depressed and listening maybe to some songs, sad songs and music also, but you eventually have been able to really accept these endings. And remember that after a Tower moment, it's a spiritual lesson. That's why it says I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. This is a major arcana card event and they're very, very impactful. You learn this major lesson, Virgo, and you have been able to really embrace endings and look at it from a perspective of there is always a new beginning. What is this teaching me? And I feel like that what this ending and this relationship happened and what it taught you is to really stand on your truth and allow yourself to be in relationships and connections with people who are emotionally available. And one thing that you have learned to really watch out for people when you get into a relationship is to see how they speak. What kind of jokes do these people make? That's what I'm strongly getting. Hold on 1 second, honey. You're really paying attention to what kind of jokes these people make. Are they making fun of other people? If when you look at someone and they're making fun of other people, they're not the right fit, because it's not funny, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're paying attention to what do they watch, what songs do they listen, who do they hang out with? Like, those are questions that are on your mind when you get into a relationship with, because those are gonna give you a lot of clues, about the person. Because whoever they surround themselves with, the friends and all that makes up of who they are. Heartbreak. Hurt, betrayal, grief, disappointment. Hurt, betrayal, grief, disappointment. Like I mentioned, in this ending, whatever happened with the Tower here, Virgo, it really, really, you did go through a very major heartbreak. If you like rewind a few minutes back, you'll hear me saying, I see you going through this major heartbreak and sadness and probably some seasonal depression and just like listening to sad music, sad songs, as you can see, right? Grief. You were in deep grief and in such great disappointment, and like you were like struck by what this person did to you. And sometimes words cut deep. Okay, there was a betrayal. Words cut deep, and that can leave us in this place of like not wanting to be in a relationship and not wanting to seek love again, but love is always going to come to you, because remember that when you heal yourself and you let go of the resentment and release this person, you're making room for someone new to come into your life. And that's what I see happening for you, okay? The closure is you having with yourself. And remember, just like Beyonce says, because she's a Virgo and I love Beyonce, she says, remember that your best revenge is your paper. Always stay gracious. You know, it's your paper, it's your making your money, getting into your career, doing what you love. I feel like a lot of you really love fashion. You're someone who loves cooking, who loves art, very creative. And here you have the sun, and it says, I am optimistic and appreciate all I have. You know, here we go. Optimism, the sun, literally. And that this is also a major arcana card. And this is, you know, I think this comes after, I think this comes like after the Tower in tarot, whatever the sequence is. But this is about you really just being optimistic about this Tower moment in your life, and really accepting and embracing that ending as a new beginning, and knowing that there is always new opportunities coming in for you, and just being appreciative and grateful for all that. Okay, so this is really interesting. Like, I just, like, the whole picture came together so beautifully that I see you healing yourself, Virgo. I see you wanting to put yourself out there again in the dating scene as well, and believing that your soulmate, that the person that you really truly believe, you know, is meant to be in your life, is on their way. Thank you so much for being here, Virgo. I love you so much, divas, and I will see you in the next one. All right, Libra, welcome to your reading, Libra. Thank you so much for being in here. This is going to be your reading about the relationship that you had with the ex and that person, and what were the lessons that you learned. I'm also going to take a look at some of the things that happen and you may not be aware of. Also, if you like to find some information, you can definitely check out the beginning. You're more than welcome to. The intro of this video, there is some information that will help you to understand the format of this video. So, seven card spread, and this is gonna be revealing about the relationship that you had with that person. What happened? Some of the things that you didn't notice, Libra. You could have been dealing with a Virgo. Okay. I feel like one of the things that I really want to take a look at is, of course, the major lesson from the universe with the Four of Wands. This is about, Libra, your major lesson here after this breakup and this ex is really clarifying the structure and the direction of a relationship that you want to go next. Maybe you were involved in some sort of a situation where the end goal was not really clear, and that's why you have the Five of Swords here. Okay, there was a lot of arguments. See how this person has a smirk on their face with the Five of Swords, and there are people like walking away, they've dropped their swords, and then there's the Seven of Wands. I do strongly feel like that this is you walking away, and this person, you were dealing with someone who was quite argumentative, over empowering, or maybe a little like controlling. And with the Five of Swords energy here, that also talks about another air sign. Could be another Libra, could be Aquarius, Gemini. I'm also getting a fire sign like a Sagittarius possibly. This person was not really clear about the direction of this relationship that you both could have gone, and that created a lot of discomfort between the two of you, just disconnection. The Page of Cups and the Hermit here, you decided to retreat a little bit, to go within yourself, and you tried to give this relationship another chance. With the Page of Cups here, you know, you wanted to bring harmony, because you know you're an altruistic sign, you're all about harmony and balance, and maybe you were also debating back and forth whether you should really go into this relationship or not, like where is this gonna go, but you still try to give it another chance with the Page of Cups. Could have been a Pisces, could have been Cancer, Scorpio, water sign. I'm getting this relationship really like took a lot of toll on your mental health. I feel like this just like affected you a lot. I don't talk about those health related things, but I feel like it just like affected you in a way that just made you really discouraged. you know, with the Five of Pentacles here. And then the Knight of Wands, like, you know, this energy, you wanted to, this is your energy of wanting to really overcome this quietness in a relationship. I think like this relationship went quiet for whatever reason. You could have been dealing with a Capricorn also. I feel like that maybe this person was not emotionally fully available for you. You know, this was like someone who was a little closed off, a little too closed off. Someone who shut the door on your face, who didn't really want to get back to you in the text messages or communicating or talking to you, you know, and just like maybe also this was someone who made you feel belittled, someone who was really mean in their words and they were not honest with you also. Let me see what the oracle, the hidden message here is for you, Libra. So I hid who I really am from you. So this person, like I said, they were not being honest with you. They were like they were not truthful about the direction. They hid their true motives. Maybe they just wanted to be with you because of certain things, maybe of your status. Maybe this, you know, the sexual thing was great, the intimacy was great. Whatever was there, it was beneficial to them. And they hid something from you, and you don't like lies, and they hid their true motives of, you know, they might have told you that they wanted family, they wanted structure, you know, they wanted, you can see this is their main lesson that you learned, the Four of Wands. This is about like creating family, creating stability. You can see there's people celebrating in the background, right? Yeah, this person just hid a lot of things from you and just was not really honest. And that is something that you have come to really realize, is to recognize the red flags. And this person have gone through multiple relationships from one to one, and maybe they didn't even tell you like how many relationships they have been to, you know, and they could have been through a lot of relationships, at least 7, I'm seeing 9 relationships in a very short period of time. So they were just like, they didn't take the time to heal themselves and to do the work within themselves to be able to, you know, be in a healthy relationship. And they came into your life all of a sudden and then fell in love and then made promises to you and just caused a lot of disappointment and sadness to you with the Five of Pentacles. Let's see what is the love oracle message here for you. So healing. It says wounds, improving, mending process. Okay, wounds, mending, progress, and improving. So there is a lot of healing that you are doing on your own, okay? And this is what that person was lacking. This is what they needed. I was just talking about it. This person didn't do healing in themselves. This person did not heal themselves to be on the same page with you. And that is why it really caused a lot of like it just showed a lot of red flags. This person was just like red flag after red flag, and maybe they were hiding their phone. Maybe, you know like how someone like hides their phone and they don't want to like show you something. Like it was that kind of an energy. Like if you don't have anything to hide, you're not gonna hide your phone. You know what I mean? Being secretive. So you have been healing a lot of your wounds and traumas and improving yourself and making a huge progress. And this is something that person needs. Your progress here also, Libra, is this energy of being in the place of like, you know, I'm gonna make some clear goals of what I want, because number 4, the Four of Wands, represents structure and organization. Just like really being in this place of, this is what I'm gonna tolerate, this is what I'm not gonna tolerate, this is what I want in my life. And that's why your main lesson, you know, learning how to communicate your desires in a relationship and stick to it, and also make sure that the other person, whoever is going to come into your life, also on the same page with you, Libra. Quite an interesting story, you know. I really didn't feel comfortable too much going into the energy or like into the storyline of this other person, but I'm like more happy to see that you healed yourself and came out of this, you know, dark place of like Five of Pentacles, of sadness, and you have been able to heal yourself. There's also soulmate here. You know, it says twin flame, soul contract. I don't believe in twin flames or soul contracts, you know, soul connections, yes, or past lives. I really don't. I just believe that, you know, we're all here, we have free will, and there is a journey that we all go through. So that's like my perception, but I feel like that this person really taught you, showed you the true definition of what you want in a relationship, to create a family for yourself. Next, we're gonna move on to Scorpios. Scorpio, welcome to Renaissance. Welcome, honey. Welcome to your reading. So if you would like to find out more about the format of this reading, I talk about it more in the introduction section. Now I'm gonna go right into your reading, do a 7-card spread, and to see what happened between you and your ex-partner, this person, what was the major lesson, and then explore some more other stuff. Scorpio. Scorpio, you could have been dealing with a Gemini. I do strongly feel like that there was a lot of trust issues with this person. A lot of deception, manipulation going on. They took your loyalty for granted in the past, and you're one of the most loyal signs, okay? Your love runs deep, and when you love with all your heart. So in the recent past, or in the last few years, you know, you had an ending with somebody else, and then right after that, there was someone who came into your life bringing you a lot of passion. Could have been another fire sign, could have been another water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Okay, and your main lesson here is to give it to yourself first, okay, with the 6 of Pentacles here. What you learned from this situation or from this relationship was really to focus on yourself, to love yourself, to prioritize yourself. The 6 of Pentacles is talking about someone who is graciously giving. See, there's 2 people on the floor, and this person is like feeding them. You have learned, Scorpio, to stand on your ground and to really, really make sure that you're taking care of yourself. You're speaking your needs. You're expressing your needs, and you are letting the other person and letting your people around you know what it is that you're looking for in this type of connection, in this type of relationship, in this type of friendship. I feel like that in the past, before I move into the reading, Scorpio, I'm picking up on a lot of you wanting to invest into a connection so fast and wholeheartedly, and, you know, just be emotionally invested into it. You know, for you as a Scorpio, I love Scorpios. I love all signs, and just like what I like about Scorpios is that they're very about their emotions, like they're honest, there's no BS, and they're fully, like, they get invested fully emotionally, like they don't hold it back. It takes some time for a Scorpio to really fully get invested, but when they get invested like that love can be overwhelming, you know. And some people were not ready to accept that type of love, Scorpio. Some people were not ready to really comprehend the depth of your love that you had and that you could present. Sorry, 1 second, okay, I was just lighting the incense. So this person that came into your life, I feel like that they caused a lot of exhaustion to you. You were exhausted, okay? That's what I'm picking up here. You try to offer your love to this person, and then this person just like was so slow. So I feel like that this person really was like focused on something else. They came into your life with all the passion and all the love and wanting to show you that they were really interested in you with the Page of Wands here, right? But see how this person is focused on the wands and looking at something. This person's mind was like occupied with something else. Maybe this ex of yours was focused on another ex, or was still talking to their ex, or still kept keeping in touch with someone else. And I know that you don't like that, and I don't like that either. I mean, you know, some people are like fine and cool about like, oh, well, if you keep in touch with your exes, that's fine, or friends with them. But you and I, we don't like that. Okay, I'm a Leo, you're Scorpio. We don't like that. Exes are there for a reason. Please leave them in the past and move on. Thank you. So this person caused a lot of burdens to you with the 10 of Wands here. See how this person is carrying the wands? It's about to fall, and then this is where you were, you know, with the Five of Cups, looking at the cups that are falling. And cups in tarot represent the water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and so does the Ace of Cups. You try to offer your love, you try to offer your connection, your, you know, your trust. You did your best over and over, investing and giving, and you ended up in front of empty cups on the floor. This person was just so much focused on other stuff, so much not physically, maybe also physically not really present in your life. Maybe it was a long-term thing, or emotionally was not really invested and present with you. They might have been with you physically, but not on like on an emotional level, you know. And you try to offer your connection with the Knight of Cups here, and then there is the Five of Cups. You try to offer and reignite and bring this love, and, you know, take calculated steps, and, you know, make sure that this person is on, you know, find out what they like and what they don't like. So you try to really please this person, and that just says a lot about why your overall lesson is the Six of Pentacles. Because, you know, see how this person is giving, okay, to these people who are like beggars. So it's like you have learned, your main lesson here is to, yeah, you are still going to be generous and open, but the thing is that you're not going to be making yourself available like you used to before. You know, and this is not about, oh, I'm going to shut down and I'll bring you love, but no, but this is really about, you know, just realizing the fact that you are someone who is only going to be investing themselves in love when they also meet you where you meet them. You know, like if they come this far, you're also going to come that far. If they come this far, you're also going to go this far. So it's not going to be you going 80%, they're investing and coming towards you 20%. It has to be equal, you know. So that's the main lesson of give and take exchange. Number 6, also, it's about victory, fulfillment, you know, after a massive change, just realizing that there is a reward waiting for you, and your reward is going to be, okay, I want to be in a relationship with me, sure. Let's talk about the fundamentals, you know. Let's talk about what are some of the things that you want to achieve and do in this relationship, you know. Maybe you're living together, I don't know. What are the chores that you want to do? How much are you going to be investing in this relationship, you know? You can't be the only one, Scorpio, that constantly keeps investing into this connection, into connections in your life. Or, you know, you were the one who was mainly the provider, the main provider, emotionally, sexually, physically, and mentally, financially. And I want to tell you how I feel, and this is really about like the Hidden Truth Oracle love message. This is about you just like really, also you've learned to tell people how you feel, okay? You are learning to really express and tell people, you know, I don't feel comfortable with that. I don't feel comfortable with that. Or if people ask you for too many things, you say no. And no is a complete sentence. You're setting boundaries. You know, you're allowing necessary endings to happen into your life. There is a book by Dr. Henry Cloud called Necessary Endings. I would highly recommend that to read to you. I just remember about that book right now. Scorpio, you know, talks about like that certain endings are very necessary, and we need to learn the lesson and move on and let go. And this is about you. When you look how this person is fitting the other one, right? Yeah, you will still give and you will still care, but you're also going to be at the same time expressing how you feel, what you feel and why you feel. The next card that I'm going to pull is going to be the Love Oracle card. This is a different deck. And it is wedding, marriage, forever, the one union. So that is why your next partnership in life is potentially going to be leading you to a marriage and a commitment and love, and like like this is so exciting. It's like it is this connection that I see, someone who is in unison with you, someone who is in union with you, someone who's on the same page with you, Scorpio, and that's gonna satisfy you so much and quench, you know, so many things like the pain and all that, and it's gonna allow you to really turn your pain into power. Also, Scorpio, as it comes to my mind, you know, your ruling planet is Pluto. So Pluto is this planet of transformation, rebirth, metamorphosis, right? Awakening and revival. That is what you have been going through, and I'm so proud of you for embracing that for yourself and being in this place of, I'm going to speak my truth and I'm going to be honest with what I feel like that, I need to really, I'm going to be honest what it is that I'm going to tolerate and what I'm not going to tolerate, So let's see what is the message from the universe, the lesson from the universe. And that is the Queen of Cups, and the cups represent water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and it says, I trust my knowing and follow my heart. Okay, I trust my knowing and follow my heart. So you have gained this massive lesson. The universe is saying, keep following your heart and listening to your intuition, because your intuition is very strong. You're water sign, so you're very emotionally mature. You're tapped into your feelings, into your emotions. For 44, as I'm saying this right now, you're very, very aware. You're emotionally mature, and you definitely want to be able to attract someone who is on the same page with you. Okay, you could have dealt with an Earth that I'm getting, Capricorn. Could have been a Virgo or fire sign. Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. I'm so sorry for yawning. I apologize. I just, had a long day. So, wedding is on the way. And that's going to come to you as you have healed and released from all of these experiences with this person in the past. They just literally were like in your life to show you, you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta love yourself and put yourself first, Scorpio. So I'm really proud of you for going through that lesson and really accepting the universe's call. Follow your path. Follow your bliss, Scorpio. What I like about Scorpios is that they're very intuitive and detective. They're detectives. They are able to smell BS from miles away, and sometimes they just give the benefit of the doubt, and then they thankfully they realize by themselves they can't allow that toxicity to remain in their life. They need to let go of, and I'm so proud of you for letting go and learning to prioritize yourself and to take care of yourself first before you fill anyone else's cup. Okay, thank you so much for being in here, my beautiful Scorpios. I really appreciate you. We're gonna move on to the next sign. Sagittarius, welcome, honey, to your reading. And as you can see from the title of the video, this is about your ex person, the person that you dealt with and things ended. And I do talk about the format of this reading in the beginning of this video, in the introduction section. And if you would like to find out more information, why and how, you're more than welcome to. But basically, long story short, I'm doing a 7-card spread to see what happened, and then the major lesson that you learned and a message from the universe. And some things that I may pick up on. Okay, so Sagittarius, let's see what's going on. What was happening for Sagittarius and between this person? What was the dynamic about? Why certain things ended the way that they ended for Sagittarius? Sagittarius. You could have been dealing with another fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or could have been a Pisces. Your main lesson here, Sagittarius, with the 7 of Cups, this is a little tough, but I feel like that this is something that you are still mastering. The 7 of Cups here, Sagittarius, speaks about illusion and confusion, and you're trying to make sense of something. So I feel like that in the present moment, even if you get involved in certain connections or relationship, you're a little hesitant because you're trying to really give this person enough time to really prove themselves to be worthy and to be deserving of being in a relationship with you. So you're not being in a rush with the relationship with this person, which is with whoever comes into your life, which is great. Now, with this person, some of the major things that I see happening was that there was a lot of anxiety in this relationship surrounding love. I feel like that, you could have also dealt with an air sign, could have been Gemini, Aquarius strongly. Libra is also in here. So the Queen of Wands here, I feel like this is you, Sagittarius. See how this person is looking at the Five of Cups, who is like so sad, dressed up in, you know, the black cloak, and looking at the cups that are falling on the ground. And this is you, Sagittarius, the Queen of Wands. And I feel like that you offered so much help to this person in the past. You helped them to really, you came into their life when they were going through some sort of a crisis, some sort of a pain, or they had a lot of unhealed wounds in their life, and you know, you tried to bring light into this person's life. You brought a lot of light, a lot of love and energy and just like passion. You know, the person that you are, Sagittarius, because you are someone who is very energetic, magnetic, like active, and you know, full of passion, full of goals. I'm so sorry, Sagittarius, I need to drink water. Sorry, Mama. Okay. So I'm strongly feeling that what happened in the past with this person, there was some sort of lies and deceptions. Okay, could have been an Aquarius. There was some sort of lies and deceptions with surrounding stability, and like, you know, I feel like that this person, like they told you that they were really into you and they wanted to keep you on the side, but also they had their eyes on someone else or some. They had their eyes on someone else. You see the Seven of Swords. This person is carrying the swords, right? And then there is two more swords left, and this person is tiptoeing. Okay, this could have been somebody who was trying to conceal something and like hide something from you. Maybe they were not being really honest with you, which caused a lot of anxiety to you. And that's the Nine of Swords here. Like caused a lot of, like, you just had so many sleepless nights. Like you had a hard time falling asleep and trying to go to bed. Just like you were confused about the direction of this connection, of this relationship. Maybe this was someone that was like, had a lot of mood swings. They were one way one day, another way in another day. You know, just a lot of confusion going on, and you were stable in your love. Like you knew what you wanted in a relationship. You knew where you saw this relationship possibly going. And I just see that like you try to remain really calm and really collected. As you can see, there's this choppy waters in the night, and the King of Cups is sitting still on the throne, right? You try to really keep it cool, Sagittarius, which is, I mean, it could be kind of challenging for the Sagittarius. I have, you know, Sagittarius friends, and I know that they can also be a little bit like impulsive and impatient. I'm a fire sign Leo too, so I understand you and I feel you, honey. It's just that, you know, you try to maintain, and it's like you were almost trying to keep this relationship together. Like you were doing your best, Sagittarius. But something was eliminated. Something, you just trusted your intuition. Something was not right. With the Hangman here, you waited for this person to change. You waited for certain things to improve and change, but it just like did not happen. And you see how the Hangman's head is eliminated. So something came into your mind. Your intuition was telling you that, you know, something was off. There was some sort of a lie and a deception. Okay, something behind the scenes was going on, and it caused you a lot of deception, a lot of disappointment. Let's see what's the hidden message about this. What is the hidden message for Sagittarius? Hidden message. What is it that they need to know? Or maybe that they missed out on, like something that you just didn't see back then. And I wish things could be different. You know, this person has a lot of regrets, you know, and I think that this was someone who understood certain things. I wish things could be different. I feel like that this is someone who even back in those days, like they knew that that things were just like not right, and it was their responsibility, and they just kept wishing. Well, you're not gonna make things better by just wishing. You know, you need to take action, and this person lacked responsibility and ownership and taking action towards this change that needed to happen. You know, wishing is not enough. You got to take action, and Sagittarius are all about action. I want to see. You love me, you want to be loyal to me, you know, you want to go to places with me, you want to take care of the family, you want to show up financially secure, stable. Actions, where the action at? You know? Let's see what the Love Oracle card here says. This is going to reveal a little bit deeper, a little more. Sagittarius, you've been through a lot. And your main lesson, that's why it's the Seven of Cups here. Like, it's about really just like being very observing and discerning in relationships. Okay. So relationship, my last word was relationship. Commitment, partner, boyfriend, girlfriend. Commitment, partner, boyfriend. Okay. Before you get into partnership with somebody, before you get into commitment and relationship with someone, you are observing. That's what I said. The Seven of Cups. See how this person is looking at the cups in front of them, and there's like different things coming out of each cup. Before you get into commitment or relationship, you want to make sure that this person is on the same page with you, and you notice the green flags within themselves. One of the things is, are they stable? Are they really stable? You know, are they committed? Are they talking about creating family, you know, having foundations and being really grounded? Is this somebody that I would see myself spending the rest of my life? Are they interesting, you know? Because you are Sagittarius, you like philosophies, you like different ideas, you like different foods, cultures, concepts, right? So this is really about you just like now as a major lesson that you've learned in order for you to manifest some true love into your life, is to really look at the characteristics of this person. Is this person a person of a character that you would want to be in a relationship with? Okay, and there is love coming in your way. I feel like that this past ex relationship, this person, they needed to do a lot of healing within themselves, and they came into your life to really teach you what it is that you do not want in a relationship, you know, specifically, and what could be some of the things that you missed out. Maybe before you didn't realize, but now you know that, like, no, you're not gonna sit there and, you know, tolerate someone hiding something on their phone. Why are you hiding your phone? Why is your phone upside down? You know what I mean? Like, why do you have a, like a, what do you call them? The invisible cover on your phone. What is it that you don't want me to see? You know, concealing and all that, because it caused you a lot of like turmoil and a lot of pain. What is the message from the universe in order to successfully close this gap for Sagittarius? You know, wishing is not enough. Action. So Sagittarius, you have the Five of Pentacles. I'm supported and never alone. I'm supported and never alone. You know, this is speaking about, the universe is saying, listen, you have a lot of friends. There's a lot of people who have in your surrounding, in your circles. There are people who truly, genuinely take care of you. And I feel like the message here, final message is, if somebody tells you something that if this is someone that you really love and care for, the universe could be speaking through them and showing you support and providing you help. So you will find that support from the universe through the people that you really care for and love for. Because the universe is gonna tell you, hey, through a person, I feel like that this person that you are dealing with is not really being honest with you. You know, or they help you to see the truth, or you know, something from a different perspective that you might have missed out, or that you maybe didn't notice before. Okay. All right, very interesting, Sagittarius. Says, I wish things were different. Well, wishing is not enough. You gotta take action, you know. I'm gonna turn this light a little this way. It's just too much on my face. So, Sagittarius, I love you, honey, and I appreciate you. Sorry, I'm yawning because it's been a long day, and I'm like literally recording and reading for like 2 hours straight. Okay. Capricorn, welcome, honey. Welcome to your section of the reading. Thank you so much for being in here. I know that there is many of you. First and foremost, Capricorn, I want to take a moment to wish you a happy birthday. Thank you so much for being in here. I wish you that you are having an amazing birthday. I wish you all the happiness, all the joy in life, and may all of your wishes come true. And thank you so much for those of you who wished a happy birthday to my sister. Her birthday was on January 8th, and my dad's birthday is on January 12th. You know, earth signs, I know you guys very well, and I appreciate you. So to get to the point real quick, Capricorn, in this reading, basically I'm gonna just take a look at the past about this ex-partner of yours that you had. I was gonna say ex-friend, but ex-partner that you were involved in and in a relationship and things. And I'm just gonna take a look at what happened, who this person was, what were some of the things that you could have possibly missed out, and also the message from the universe and a lesson and some hidden messages. Okay, oracle cards. And I do talk about like in depth about this format of the reading further in the introduction section. So if you want to find out more about that, you're more than welcome to watch that section after your reading. So Capricorn. Capricorn, I feel like this was a long-term relationship that you were involved. This was a long-term relationship that you were involved in. And long-term relationship. And you thought that this was gonna be it, but something just crumbled, something ended. There was a tower moment that happened between the two of you. Okay, it was kind of an unexpected ending, and maybe there was not a proper closure. But we're gonna see who this person was and what happened. Capricorn. Okay, there you are. That's the 10 of Pentacles, and that is you, Capricorn. That's your energy right there. Because in Tarot, Pentacles, they represent the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So like I said, you know, things were just like, there was some sort of a deception and manipulation going on in this connection that made you to walk away. A lot of arguments. You could have dealt with a fire sign. Could have been a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. I'm seeing Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or a Gemini and Libra. And this is the 7 of Pentacles. I love this lesson for you and the overall outcome of what you learn. Before moving further into the storyline of what happened, dear Capricorn, I would like to take a moment to really reflect based on my intuition of what I'm getting that you have learned so far off of this storyline of this experience. You see the Pentacles, there was quite a few Pentacles, and that represents you. So Pentacles represent the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The 7 of Pentacles is, when you look at this person, is looking at the Pentacles. It's looking at their work that they have done, they're admiring it, they're looking at it, or thinking about it. Your major lesson out of this situation, Capricorn, has been to really take a very careful consideration, okay? Be very observant of when you get into a relationship, how much you're willing to go further into that connection, and how much are they coming towards you. Are you going, 80% full force or 100% full force to this person, and they're not even willing to, take the necessary efforts to invest into a relationship? Is this like a one way? Because when you give of yourself, Capricorn, you're very focused, okay? When I talk about Capricorns, I gotta straighten up, because I know Capricorn's energy. When my dad would walk into the room, I would sit up straight, okay? So there is this energy of Capricorn, of you just like really, now you have come to this realization and gained this level of maturity to really look at the amount of resources that you invest and bring into a relationship. What are those resources? Time, energy, finances. Those three things are very important. Time is something that really can gain back. So the amount of time that you are going to be texting or spending with the person has to be high quality. The finances also, you can't be the only one that's going to be constantly giving and buying and doing. And you rule finances. You are the money. I've said it before too. It's not hard for a Capricorn to get up on their feet and make the money, okay, and create their own wealth. You are someone whom you rule the corporate world. So Capricorn, your main lesson out of this whole situation, which I'm going to go into in a second, is to really be very observant of the level of investment that you make in a relationship. So Capricorn, You were involved in a relationship that there was something you were not aware of. Maybe this person was not completely honest with you. This is your energy, that's the person, and then this is kind of like the overall outcome of what was happening. Okay, with the with the Ten of Pentacles here, you were not, it's not that you were looking for love, but like this person came into your life, and maybe they tried to present themselves under the light of someone that they actually were not. And it just happened very rapidly. You accepted them and you embraced them and you took them in. I see like some air sign energy here, Libra, Aquarius, could have been a Gemini as well, and things just like proceeded very fast. This was a very fast moving connection that happened, and I feel like that it was this person, because the Eight of Wands, this is about action, movement, very fast things that are happening. I feel like that this person tried to like accelerate things and rush things. This person was trying to rush you, and you are not the sign to be rushed. You are not the sign to like how do I say this, like to be all over, you know what I mean? Like, this is it. You take your time, you observe, you study. But this person was very quick, like to really get into a relationship with you, okay? And I feel like that over time, some of the things that started like happening was that maybe this was someone that was having a lot of arguments with other people. Let me just say that with the Five of Wands here. Five of Wands, you see like there's people arguing, wands are like almost hitting each other. Maybe this was someone who was kind of rude to people in public that you noticed about them. Maybe they were not talking to their family. Maybe this was someone who was very impulsive, okay? I'm getting like this energy of like being very impatient, impulsive, constantly argumentative. Maybe they started finding some faults within you, Capricorn, and like try to be really coming across as like being very aggressive, and you don't like aggression, Capricorn. You're very chill. Okay, Capricorns are very nonchalant and chill, but once they get mad, you don't want to see those horns coming out, okay? I've watched this video. It was so funny, showing literally a goat like with its horns like breaking through a window and then just walking away peacefully, like shattering the glass with its own horns and then just peacefully walking away. So you don't want to trigger a Capricorn, and you don't want to rub them on the wrong way. One of the reasons why is because you can be very patient, Capricorn, okay? And I'm saying this from a personal experience. I have dealt with a lot of Capricorns in my life. When I think of it this way. Like you can sit there, you can observe, you can kind of like pretend like you don't know about the lies. See the Seven of Swords, this person is taking these swords, and there's two more swords still in the background. Like this person is like still looking back. Maybe you were dealing with a player, someone who told you they were going to be committed to you and honest with you, but they were not. Like they had like other things going on in the background, behind the scenes, and your intuition is very strong, Capricorn. So you knew something was off, and maybe you just like try to give it another chance, give it the benefit of the doubt, see if things were gonna move forward, if this person was gonna be honest or not. And based on what I'm seeing right now, there was a major conversation that happened between the two of you, and this person really like became extremely aggressive and almost hostile towards you with the Five of Wands here, like very hostile, and tried to be aggressive, and that made you to walk away. Unfortunately, you walked away from this connection with the Eight of Cups here. The reason why, and the Eight of Cups here, this person is walking away, right? Like this person has already crossed the river and is like on the other side, and there's the full moon which is illuminating the path. This is about you walking away with great disappointment from this energy, or from this person who was just like, who was not stable, and they were not even happy with themselves. This was not a happy camper person. You even walked away from the fact that you wanted to offer some new love with the Page of Wands here. Could have been a fire sign, Leo, I'm getting, you know, it could be any sign, but that's just what I'm picking up. And you walked away from even the chance, wanting to give it another chance because you already tried a few times. And, you know, after you see the lies and the deception, you just don't want to be in it anymore. So you walked away, okay, with the Eight of Cups here. And your lesson here, like I said, is really about this level of commitment that you are willing to really show and do in a relationship and in a connection. So let's see, what is the hidden oracle message here? What is the hidden message? And the hidden message here about this whole thing is, my life is not as together as it seems. Like I said, this person was not stable. If you rewind a couple minutes back, you'll hear me saying that this person was not stable, you know? And maybe they try to show you that their life was together. Maybe they try to portray that image of being someone, like I said in the beginning of this video. I remember they were trying to show you of being someone that they were not, a version of them that they presented to you, but that's not who they truly were. And that was immensely disappointing for you, Capricorn. And that is one of the things that I've realized, that, you know, you smelled the bullshit, okay, with the Seven of Swords. See how this person is looking behind, still looking back. Is like this person might have also still kept in touch with their ex that you didn't know, or they were involved in certain connections. Or also I'm picking up on like somebody that had a friend in their life, or had some friends or a family member that immensely influenced in this connection between the two of you. You know, the white dogs here that you can see, there's like two white dogs, and there's this elderly man sitting here, right, with gray hair and all that. And like, it's a lot of luxury going on, you know, a lot of comfort. And you wanted to create the comfort, you wanted to create that stability, Capricorn, but this person was not someone, like I see here, you know, and I'm picking up on energetically, who was not stable, always in fights, always in arguments, always aggressive, not willing to cooperate, you know. Could have been a Scorpio also that you walked away, but Gemini is also in here. So the hidden message is like that it just came to fruition into life, that this person was not really who they were, you know, who they showed you to be, and their life was not together as it seemed. Let's see what's the love oracle message here for you, Capricorn. So ghosted, okay? This person disappeared, silenced, ignored, rejected. Maybe this person just ghosted you and completely disappeared. And this also says a lot about someone who is not emotionally mature and able to really, you know, be a person of a character, and to own their mistakes and really accept, you know, their shortcomings, and make certain necessary changes in their lives. And I think like that this is someone who disappeared out of your life and tried to give you the silent treatment, ignored you, rejected you, you know, was not really willing to have a common sense conversation with you in order for both of you to even have a closure, you know. And I feel like that really affected you. Is my face red? I feel like I got a little like red here. That's just because of the ring light that I have. But I'm still here. I'm still channeling your message. So this person disappeared. Also, you know why certain people disappear. Certain people all of a sudden like ghost and disappear is because they're afraid of their lies being exposed, or, you know, told them. Seven of Swords. I always give a side eye on this card. Like, it's just like, there was a lot of hidden stuff that you didn't know, honey. What is the message from the universe? Let's see, what's the message for Capricorn? What is the message for you to move on completely? And I'm sure like you've already moved on too, but it's like in order to manifest that, you know, the true love and the connection. The Tower. I surrender and know how to go forward. The Tower, and it says, I surrender and know how to go forward. The Tower in Tarot it's a major arcana card, and it's about a destruction. It's about dismantling of a foundation, Also, people who live on the tower, like, you know, they come down another deck, like they're falling down. And you can see they're right here. You know, there's like people like falling off the tower and it's dismantling, right? The foundations of the tower, they collapsed. Sometimes, Capricorn, there are versions of ourselves or people or a concept, belief, situation, relationship that is living somewhere like up here, but it has to come down and it has to collapse. And this is something that's orchestrated by the universe. And when the universe intervenes into something big like that, it's like we can't try to reroute that, you know, or do a U-turn or like try to, you know, escape and avoid that change, because it will come back around in one way or another. So this big change that happened, I'm strongly getting that the universe is saying, first of all, I'm proud of you that you have learned to really surrender, because when we surrender and we accept, you know, the things for the way that they are, we're able to move forward. And you have learned how to go forward, you know, with changes, because every change is a new beginning, and towers always indicate, you know, that endings are merely a beginning. So it's not the end of the world. It just showed you that certain things that we thought were going to be there forever as a foundation, they may collapse. And you, Capricorn, I want to finish off with this. You are the sign that likes foundation and you want to be grounded. You know, you don't want to build something and suddenly let it collapse and be dismantled and destroyed. That is why the major life lesson here out of this situation was with the Seven of Pentacles I mentioned in the beginning, is this energy of knowing the level of commitment that you're willing to do and invest with your time, energy, and finances in a relationship. That's what I'm strongly getting, and I'm really proud of you that you have come this far and released this person out of your life, learned the lesson, and moved on. Cappy, honey, happy birthday again. And I really wish you all the best. Give you a big hug. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Capricorn. Happy birthday to you. All right, thank you for being here, Capricorn. I am gonna move on to the next sign. Aquarius, welcome to your reading, Aquarius. Thank you so much for being in here. I thank you for your participation here. Aquarius, your reading is going to be, this is an all-side reading and this is your section. This is about the person that you dealt with in the past or you had to let go of, the ex. And it's a 7-card spread, and in order to find out some information about this, you are more than welcome to check out the introduction section where I talk about the format of these and then some other information that I share. So let's see what happened between you and this person and what were the major lessons that you learned. Aquarius. Okay, let's see what's going on. Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius, the major lesson that you have learned from this connection, I strongly feel like for some of you it could have been a best friend, but we're talking about love relationship. 5 of Swords, this is tough. And the swords represent air signs, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Some of the major things that you have learned is to not get involved in arguments with someone who is not willing to listen. You have learned to take a major step back and let go of people who are not willing to listen to you and understand you and embrace and accept you fully for who you are. The things that happen between you and this person, I strongly feel like that, you know, this person was not completely being honest with you. They were hiding something. This is the 4 of Cups, and this is, you can see this person is focused on the cups, and there is this hand offering another cup, right? And this person looks like they're not paying attention to that cup that's being offered. I feel like that you know, when you came into this person's life, you wanted to bring some sort of a new thing and enthusiasm. Sorry, my camera off. Okay. It's short battery, so but I'm gonna be able to make it. You know, you basically offered new love to this person, and you offered this new enthusiasm and connection, and definitely wanted to bring a lot of healing into this person's life. This is you, Aquarius, with the star sign right here. This is you bringing healing into this person, allowing them to have some sort of a beginning with you. And the reason why this relationship seemed like it didn't really work out was because this person was not willing to do the inner healing that they needed to do with themselves in order to be on the same level with you. Because Aquarius, you are a healer. Now I'm gonna say something. A lot of people say, you know, why, you know, the star here, you can see like she is pouring the water, right? Sometimes some people say, Aquarius, why isn't it a water sign? Because it has the aqua word in it, right? And it literally carries a jug. The reason why is because you are right before Pisces, and Aquarius, you know, yes, you do carry water in the jug on your shoulder, but it's you're hiding those, and the water represent the emotions, right? The feelings, and you're putting in the jug. So, you know, you're not like, oh, emotionally unstable. You're very analytical sign. You are very like witty, techy, communicative, creative. You're very analytical, you know, you analyze things. And so you're not letting your emotions get the best out of you. You don't always allow the emotions to constantly be in the way. Okay, what I'm saying. So you're a healer. Whoever this person was that you were involved in, you brought a lot of healing into their lives. I feel like that they just were not willing to admit that they needed to work on certain things in their life, and that was a big disappointment. Maybe they were not really being honest with you, lying to you. And the Four of Swords here is someone who is like, you know, just laying in there and literally like not responding to anything, and that has allowed you to move forward out of this connection. You can see there is the Six of Swords moving from the choppy waters to like the choppy waters down here, moving to more tranquil waters, and that's the Chariot right there. That has allowed you to move forward regardless. I feel like out of all the signs that I've seen, Aquarius, is that even though it was very hard for you to move out of this, you know, toxic connection and this relationship, you have been able to really heal yourself and move on, and not waste your time and your energy into connections that are not worth your time. These people are walking away from this individual who has a smirk on their face, and they have literally dropped the swords on the floor, walking away. This is the lesson for you, Aquarius, to not involve yourself in arguments with people who are not willing to listen to you and respect you for who you are. Whether that comes down to embracing and accepting your differences or other things, but you're not gonna tolerate those things anymore. So the hidden message here is, I wish I could share my good news with you. This person maybe still, you know, be wanting to be in touch with you, and they have maybe done some inner work with you, but you have cut them out of your life in such a way that they have no access to you. That's what I'm so getting, that they're trying to find a way, try to come back into your life and like share good news with you. But I feel like that even if they tell you, you're gonna be like, good for you, and then you're gonna move on. The love oracle card here is the Player. Charming, manipulative, karmic, being tested. So this could have been someone that was also like a master manipulator. They were trying to like really manipulate you. You know how you see how this person is like lying, the Four of Swords, and not moving, not doing anything. This could be someone who showed like, you know, they were not involved in anything, whatever, but they had a lot of things going on in the background. So I don't know. You realize the bullshit immediately. Your major focus was helping this person to really heal and see parts of themselves that needed healing, and they didn't. And therefore, you decided to move on from this person. The message from the universe for you, Aquarius. The message for Aquarius. The message for you is the Seven of Cups. I trust myself to see the truth. You have seen the truth, like I said. This is about you recognizing the truth and really realizing that it's when you know that it's time to let go of certain people, you let them go. You're not gonna hold them back. You're not gonna, you know, there's free will. So people decide what they want to do, and you've learned to let this person go and see the truth and accept the true colors of people, of who they really are, you know. And I'm sure you've learned about the saying that, like, when people show you who they truly are, you know, trust them when they show you who they really are, you know. So Aquarius, that's what I had for you, honey. Thank you so much for being in here. I really appreciate you. And yeah, I hope that, you know, this reading helped and resonated with you. Now we're gonna move on to the next sign. Pisces, welcome. Welcome to the Renaissance Tarot, dear Pisces. I hope that you're doing well. We made it here to you. Thank you so much for being in here. I am Arman, and in the beginning of this video, in the introduction section, I do talk about the format of this reading. It's about your ex, the person that you dealt with, why certain things ended, and some things maybe that you didn't notice coming. And then also I'm going to put some hidden messages, and we'll also get the major lesson that you learned from this situation. Now, Pisces, one of the things that I want to mention is that the reason why I felt called to do this reading is because literally before even moving into any further relationship, you know, in 2025, it's really important to reflect on the past relationships and accept the lessons that we have learned and move on, you know, because it also says a lot about us taking responsibility and ownership, and then being able to recognize those patterns in order not to repeat those and move forward and move on, you know, into a successful and a healthy relationship. So I'm gonna do a 7-card spread for you, and then pull the major card from the universe as the lesson, and then we'll pull some hidden oracle cards, okay? So let's see what happened. Right off the bat, I feel like that Pisces, you could have dealt with the Gemini in the past as an ex, which has caused a lot of havoc into your life, a lot of sadness, you know. And there you go, the 5 of Swords. You have learned your major lesson here. Before even I move into the storyline of your you know, of this situation with the person that you dealt with in the past, Pisces, what you have learned is, with the 5 of Swords here, to not waste your breath and your time into arguments with people who are not willing to listen to you. See how these people are walking away and there is swords on the ground, right? And then this person is holding the swords, and there was the clouds, like there's just a lot of things, like it was a battle that was lost, right? You have learned to choose your battles carefully and wisely, and not to fight with certain people, not to even fight. You're not like a fighter, you know. You're a very mature and wise sign. This is about you just realizing that you don't want to be in a dynamic with someone who is constantly arguing with you, okay? Who is bringing this like toxicity into your life. What you want, Pisces, is healing. You want love. You want union and harmony. This person that you were dealing with, this is a Gemini energy, okay? Air sign right off the bat, Gemini. The swords in tarot, they represent air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So any of those signs, or it could have been an earth sign also, but this is more of a like like what happened, the outcome. I feel like that this person was very aggressive and argumentative, could have had a lot of mood swings, that was not really stable with you, Pisces. This person would like try to be spiteful and hurtful in their words. When you look at the Knight of Swords, this is actually the only knight in tarot that's like moving so crazy that you can see the wind through the wind, the clouds. The horse is even troubled by the knight that's riding it, right? And it's like there is just this unexpected fast movement that's not planned, and what it caused you is just in the past put you through a lot of emotional turmoil, Pisces. With these people, when you see walking outside in the snow, almost barefoot, their clothes are almost worn out, and there's just so much sadness in them. Like you can see, they feel like they were like in poverty. Of course, this is a metaphor. Pisces, you were in this place of so much pain and so much uncertainty of where this connection was gonna go. Like, where are we going with this? You know, this was someone who came into your life also kind of unexpectedly, like out of the blue. And you could have met this person at an art gallery, at a church, in a very big gathering somewhere. Like it could have been an event that you met this person. So whatever that person did to you, I feel like there was a lot of verbal abuse, a lot of verbal, like just, you know, offensive words, and just like being mean and saying things that were not really, you know, not just like pleasant. What's the word that I'm looking for? You know, like the way that they were communicating with you was very passive aggressive. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So with the High Priestess here, this is your energy. This is your intuition telling you that you need to get out of the relationship. You need to get out of the situation, because, you know, whenever this is a High Priestess, it's a major arcana card. So whenever major arcana cards appear, it's an intervention from the universe. So it's inevitable. And I feel like that this person tried to bring a lot of like discomfort into your life, just so unorganized. You know, they were, one day they were happy, another day they were not. One day they wanted to be in a relationship, another day they wanted to end the relationship, and that really swayed, like rocked your boat, just made you feel so uncomfortable being in that kind of a dynamic. So you trusted your intuition, you tried to give it another chance to work through it, you tried your hard and your best, your hard work to, with the Three of Pentacles here, to collaborate and cooperate and bring some sort of a passion into this relationship with the Queen of Wands, but you just didn't see any other further development into this connection. With the Hierophant here, okay, I strongly feel like that, you know, you were at the point of realizing that your beliefs and your code of ethics were very different. I'm telling this right now for somebody out there, that with the Hierophant, because it represents, you know, this very like customs, traditions, beliefs, set of values, right? And you didn't want to conform. Not that you didn't want to like adapt, but you didn't want to conform to this person's beliefs, because I feel like that they were not ethical, they were not really like in the same line with you, and you just felt so disconnected. So you came to the major realization that, okay, we're gonna try to make this work, okay, with the Three of Pentacles, and then that's the Hierophant. We're gonna try to make it work, we're gonna see where this relationship is going. But due to the fact that there was a lot of differences between your communication styles and the way that this person was behaving, you know, a lot of arguments here with the Five of Swords, you realized that you had to walk away. See how these people are walking away? You were like, I'm no longer going to be in the kind of in some sort of a dynamic that's just like constantly putting me, you know, and putting me at like so much anxiety and worry and disappointment. Let's dig a little deeper about like a hidden message with, you know, with this type of dynamic that you had in the past. You tried so hard. I see you like trying to keep it all together and holding it together. Okay, this one was gonna jump out. Two of them. Every other sign had one. Yours two just popped out. So the hidden messages are, I knew exactly what I was doing. This person knew exactly what they were doing, even if they acted like they were not. This is a manipulative, kind of like a hidden agenda type of energy I'm getting. And this was someone who also was trying to get like on your nerves and like hurt you. Like they knew they were hurting you. They knew, capital letter knew they were hurting you, and they kept doing it. And this one, it says, you speak to me through music. You could also be involved in some sort of like musical thing. Like you love music, you could have been an artist, dancer, you could have been involved in musical stuff, you could have you could be someone who plays an instrument, or you could put some music on to calm the situation down. I also see some of you, you know, I just love like how, I don't know, I love the nature of a Pisces, like just so mature, and like they definitely are not the one to hurt other people. Like I see you putting some music on and just like, you know, going into your own world and closing your eyes and just daydreaming, or like being with your own feelings and trying to process certain things. You could be listening to some songs like such as Adele, you know, Katy Perry, she's also a water sign, Scorpio. So what's her name? Lana Del Rey. I can't remember her name. I'm so sorry. On the top of my mind, I can't. Lana Del Rey. I can't remember her name. I'm so sorry. You know, summertime sadness, summertime. You know that song. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, you try. You know, whenever you try to calm the situation down, you were trying to make it work. And this person is realizing that. They know that. They remember that. that you were doing your best to calm the situation down. Whenever this person got into another relationship after you and they got into other arguments, they know that they didn't come across to another Pisces or someone who would try to calm the situation down with such a unique approach. For example, well, let's this 33 as I was just saying that. Let's sit down and have a conversation. Like, let's sit down and talk about this and talk it out and solve this. No one is going to do that for them, and that's why they're realizing that what they were doing was very hurtful, and the way that you spoke and dealt with the situation was so elegant and eloquent that they definitely missed that. So I'm going to get another love oracle card for you, Pisces. Okay, so snake, deception, shady, temptation, enemy. And I want you to take a look to see how does this go together with the lesson that you have learned. You know, of course, like with this deck, there are some words that I don't like some of the words that this deck uses. You know, I don't like the fact that we may look at some people like under even our exes. Like, I don't want us to look at them in such a negative light. I'm gonna be honest with you, because in order for us to completely heal and move on, we need to release. We need to make room for, for the new person, for the new love to come into our life. And, carrying resentment is not what Pisces want to do. It's not what you want to do, honey, and neither what I want to do. We don't want to carry that kind of vibration and frequency in our aura. We want to release that. So you have come to learn, I don't know why I was saying we, but you have come to learn from the universe that, certain people come into your life and that they show you their true colors, and they also teach you a lesson. And the lesson here is to really recognize the certain red flags that when you see in a person. For example, what do they joke about? What kind of jokes are they making about it? Are they mocking other people? Are they making fun of other people? Are they nice to the people at the grocery store, at the gas station? How are they dealing with servers in a restaurant? So those are things that you're going to be paying more attention to whenever you're dealing with another person. How do they deal with their family members? How do they behave in public, in private? So you're going to pay attention to those factors, and you're going to be able to really recognize if this is someone that potentially could be embodying this energy, or someone who is actually very peaceful and loving and caring and generous, and someone that you can trust fully. Okay, fully trust, because trust is a big thing for you. And I feel like that after this relationship that happened, it did take you some time to really recalibrate yourself and not get involved into relationship, another relationship quickly, because you did take the time to take ownership of yourself and responsibility of recognizing what is it that you might need to look within yourself and learn. And that's a very mature step, to know thyself and to take the necessary steps to heal yourself. That's a big step. And I do have a lot of respect for that, for people who do that. I'm also going to pull the major advice from the universe for you, Pisces. You really tried so hard to hold it together with this person. It could have been 3 years, 5 years, 2 years, but or even months, but like it was just something that you just didn't see any proceeding any further, because it just came, it was like hitting the wall of major differences as well. Behavioral differences, like I mentioned, out in public and all that, how they were behaving, and what you would want to see in a person. Maybe you start seeing those things like step by step, little by little. Two of Swords. Whatever I decide, I trust the outcome. The message here for you, dear Pisces, is, and Two of Swords, it's about, swords are always about duality and making a choice, making a decision, standing in front of a very major decision that you should make. So trusting your intuition, it's also, with the High Priestess here. The universe is saying, Pisces, you have been going through all the signs until you have become the Pisces that you are, right? And you understand each sign, you carry of each sign within yourself. So your intuition, your psychic abilities, your psychic gifts are very strong. So I do strongly feel like that the universe with this message here is saying that chapter of your life is closed and gone. And another reason why is also, I'm not doing this reading to dig deep into to see if this person is going to be with you or not. This is about really looking at what we learned, what you have gained, and how to manifest and really be able to be ready to accept this new love that's going to come into your life. And in order to manifest new love, it's really important to release any kind of fears, doubts. It can also be some like negativity towards the ex-partner, or some attachments and lingering emotions towards this person. I do feel that some of you are still missing this person because you cared a lot for this person. And unfortunately, we can't save other people unless they choose to take responsibility for themselves and heal themselves, And the universe is saying, trust in the outcome and know that the outcome is going to be even way better than what you could have even dreamt of or hoped for, because you have been doing something really major that not many people are doing, which is healing yourself, taking care of yourself, looking within yourself, and also recognizing and realizing that yes, you are open to diversity and differences, but if there is some certain, specific set differences between you and another person that you don't want to deal with, then that's something that, you're going to take into consideration, whether you want to move forward in a relationship with someone or not, But this person definitely, whoever this is, it could be your previous ex or the first ex, whoever this is they're having a major realization, and they know that with that if they continue in their life with other relationships to behave and do it and know exactly what they were doing and still not take ownership for that, then they are going to be carrying the consequences. It was just more of like this time that you came into their life and you showed them what true love is, and you showed them what a healed person is, who a healed person is, or who a healer is, because you did speak to them through comfort, love, music. You're a very caring sign, and I have so much respect for Pisces people. Okay, I love Pisces people a lot. I have had amazing moments with them in many ways. So that's what I had for you. I'm very proud of you for not going into argumentative connections, people who are not sharing the same values with you, okay? And standing on your truth and on your business, dear Pisces. So everyone, thank you so much for joining in. Thank you, Pisces. Thank you, all of you, all the way through, for being in here. I greatly appreciate for being part of this reading. Again, I want to emphasize the fact that this reading literally was about just looking into the past and the connections that we had and how we can heal from those and move forward and not be attached to these people that we once shared our emotions with and many other things, and we love them. A lot of these people that they came into our lives, they showed us how to love ourselves. We learned that what it means to really trust ourselves and trust our intuition. And only by wishing them well, we're going to be able to move forward. And also, not even focusing on them, but just be like asking ourselves, what are some of the patterns that I don't want to be repeating in my life, in my relationship? And how can I move on, without any resentment and any lingering attachment or emotion to this person? And, what do I need to focus on in order to manifest a positive future person, future partner for myself, and to release any doubts, okay? And trusting the universe. So this is a reading that I did just out of my heart. Hope that this is going to reach a lot of people out there to just look at their life and with motivation and inspiration and from the growth mindset moving forward. So yeah, this is what I had for everyone. Thank you so much for being in here. I really greatly appreciate it. and there will be some more readings coming in soon, and you'll get to know me a little better step by step. I thank you so much for being in here. Many thanks, many blessings to all the beautiful people who are so supportive. I will see you on the next one. Bye.